not just a case. You're not just a client. You're a person, and you deserve support. You deserve simplicity. You deserve communication. When you hire an attorney, you deserve clear, risk-free advice that guides you to the best possible outcome in your injury case. And that's exactly what the advocates have been providing for over 30 years. After your accident, you deserve closure. You deserve compassion. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve an advocate.
This is The Monty Show, the truth in sports talk streaming. When you want unbiased opinions about your favorite team without the spin, all you have to do is find The Monty Show, streaming live and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on YouTube. And now, here's Monty.
Hey, The Monty Show, Thursday, February 26, 2026. It is already March, if you can believe that, on The Monty Show. As always, presented by The Advocates at theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business. And again, I think one of the things that I believe is that empathy and understanding, treating people well, takes you a long way in this life. That's what you can expect from the advocates, because you hear all the time about insurance companies inevitably finding a way not to pay you. That's because your insurance company is not on your side. And I know your insurance agent and we're friends and he or she likes our dog, and that's all well and good. Your insurance agent isn't the one making the decision not to pay you. That's why you need somebody who's taken on the insurance industry, who routinely fights and wins against the insurance agencies, their companies, their industry. That's the advocates at theadvocates.com, where you get clear, risk-free advice. Folks, the best part is you don't have to pay any money up front. So many people ask me, I can't afford an injury attorney. I got in a car accident. I can't afford a lawyer. Yes, you can. The advocates understand that it's not your fault you got into that accident. You didn't have some stockpile of cash sitting around to pay for attorney's fees. The advocates never ask you to reach into your pocket, because you don't pay the advocates unless and until they win your case at theadvocates.com. Hello. Good Thursday, Jake.
Yes.
It's good to see you back on brand with the puffer vest today.
Yes.
You know,
had to get back to our old ways.
You know, it's Thursday that feels like next Wednesday. Yeah, Doug, the vest is back. The vest is back.
Just needed a 1 day break, 1 day hiatus, and everything's fine.
The Wicked Turtle, the Rainbow Warrior and Jack show. Exactly right. Bro,
that's never getting lived down, dude.
The Rainbow Warrior and Jack show. Marcus says, hey, it's great to see Jake back in the life preserver. I was kind of hoping he would drown and I could take his spot. Okay.
I don't need to die.
That seems a little
to have a spot on the program. I mean, that's not going to happen either, but
a little morbid. But also, what is going on with you, dude? You are way too thin. No, I am not way too thin. And I am way too fat. Hey, Zepbound works. I don't know what to tell you guys. Zepbound works, and if there's ever been any questions about that, I no longer question that, man. Like, I am just short of 70 pounds off in almost 7 months. Dude, it is already March.
Yeah.
Like let's see. I just got back from Paris, which was at Christmas. Hello. The holidays are over. Christmas, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's done. My birthday done. Like, maybe I'm the only one. I don't know what you guys think or feel. I feel like life is just flying by. Like, days are weeks, which are months, which feels like a day. Like, I cannot believe it is February 26th.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you say about it. But yeah, Zepbound's fantastic. I appreciate that you notice. I may be a little thinner, but it's what's wild about Zepbound is you're just not hungry. Mm-hmm. Like I make a drink every day before the show. I always talk about buckedup.com. Use promo code Monty to get 20% off at checkout. I was looking into the refrigerator today, and we meal prep every Sunday. And so we made 2 pounds of ground turkey And my wife had used a slow cooker thing, an Instapot, to make a bunch of chicken breast 10 days ago. Because like you just don't eat a lot.
No.
That's the bottom line. What you do, what Zepbound teaches you is how much you were eating. Honest to God, that's the biggest lesson in Zepbound is I was probably eating 5,000 calories a day. Didn't even realize it. Did not even realize it. And like you look at essentially what I eat every day is I don't eat oats in the morning anymore because I just can't do it. Like I'm not hungry. It's, what is it, 5 a.m. We're doing the show live on Thursday at 5 a.m. I won't be hungry until probably, if at all, if I get any hunger pains today, it'll be around 1 o'clock. And then I eat my normal lunch, which is I try to have about a cup of ground turkey and a bag of frozen vegetables. My wife made this Instapot rice this week that is outstanding.
Yeah, if you don't have the Instapot rice hack, you're missing out.
Yeah, so I'll put a little rice on there. She made some fajita vegetables. Like that's my lunch. And then I'll have grappas. I'll have some red grapes. We're on a red grape run right now.
Grappas.
Grappas. My wife said that a couple of weeks ago, and now it's all I ever say. I don't call them grapes anymore. It's just grappas on the brain. But anyway, the point is, like red seedless grapes, like they give you water, so you get hydration, and they're great for fiber. Like, and that's really it. But as I said yesterday, I don't get hungry. I do get hangry if I don't eat.
Yeah, the hard part is like if you make a meal at home, like I enjoy cooking, so I cook at home a lot. And, it's everything from, a baked potato and some steak, or like I made a chicken and rice and vegetable medley the other night. And you just find yourself having like maybe half of each thing at most. Like,
yeah.
And it's to a point for me now where I have to be like committed to eating the meat first, because if I don't, I won't eat it.
Well, you love that Lanning, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I love a good piece of meat. Big package guy. So if I don't have the protein first, I'm not going to get to it. And that's what I feel like it's not even unfortunate. It just changes it just changes your experience when you are eating. Like you go to you go out to a restaurant and you just know like, yeah, like I'm probably like I'm going to start with the most savory thing, and then if I have room for extras, I'll get there. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to have room.
I think the hard part for me is that I don't know. What's the right way to say it? Like losing weight's great. You got it. It's empowering. It builds your confidence. It does all that. Right. But I think the hard part for me is it's expensive. I just refilled my Zepbound. You take a shot of Zepbound once a week. I take my shot every Thursday so that it's strong on the weekends. Because it wanes. I'll take my shot Thursday. There'll basically be no effect on Friday. But then Saturday and Sunday and part of Monday, it'll be at its peak. Like I won't think about food. I won't be hungry. Like last weekend, we went out for my birthday dinner, and it's so strange. Like I don't eat sugar almost ever. Like I don't eat dessert. I don't eat candy bars. I don't eat any of that. We went to my favorite Italian place for my birthday, and they have this white cake that now is my new favorite dessert that I think I've probably ever had. It was so good. But we split it, and I felt like ass after I ate it because you just don't feel great when you eat stuff like that. But that's my point. Like we used to derive so much entertainment from just eating food.
Yeah.
You're bored, let's have something to eat. You want to go have a good time, let's go have something to eat. Like we used to just derive enjoyment from eating food.
Yeah. 100%.
And it's crazy how bad that is for you. Because it is, you guys, it is terrible for you.
Well, that's the trap we get into, that we eat the food and get the dopamine hit, which is why we eat more food.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe that's what it, sure.
That's how we get addicted to eating food. That's 100% what it is, which is why there's chemicals and all that stuff. And, just that's why we all love sugar, and because it feels good, mentally it feels good. It just, just is helpful. So, but yeah, I mean, I think whether the hard part with life is like, life is very interesting when you begin to think about like, all right, well, I've taken away the enjoyment of eating food for the most part. Like if I do enjoy it, it's in very short form. It's very quick. Like I've even gotten to the point where I'm like eating much slower now too. Like I'm still trying to dial in what a reasonable plate of food should look like for me right now. Like, because it still looks weird to me to have like a quarter cup of chicken on a plate. It just feels odd. And so I think it's just, life is weird right now. And for anybody who's on Zepbound, I imagine you would experience this as well. But like, when you're trying to go through that and trying to make that adjustment, and then, you're working constantly, like it's very much this dynamic of like, yeah, you woke up at 3:45 and it's already 8 o'clock, time to go to bed again. And you only ate once today and you had, some water and that was about it. Nice that the sun is still up though. That's cool.
Well, and I'm a big believer you need to do it with a partner. Like me and my wife do Zepbound and nutrition together because she will, like the rice thing, or she'll divine the grapes and portion them out last night and put them in little bowls. And you have to do that stuff, because if you don't do that stuff, you wind up like, you need fiber, whole grains. So like my breakfast now is Dave's Killer superseded bread or whatever it is.
Power seed.
Yeah, power seed. I'll have my wife is like, hey, let's get the smaller slices. Right? She's like, hey, let's instead of getting the 100 calories, slices, let's get the 60 calorie slices. So I'll have a slice of that with all natural peanut butter on it for breakfast. And hopefully my goal by 10 a.m. is to have 80 ounces of water in. And if I get that, I'm good. So yesterday I did that. My wife gets free bananas, but believe it or not, it's crazy. She works for a tech firm here in Seattle, and they have a banana cart out in front of their building, and you get free bananas. So she'll bring a banana home every day. So I eat that toast around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. I have to remind myself, eat a banana. We're doing a lot of like cold cuts, like deli meat right now. Like you go to we have a grocery store called QVC here that has QFC, that has a really good deli.
Yeah.
So we
went there when I was there, and that stuff is bomb.
Yeah. We'll get some deli meat that's not full of nitrates, and just being able to snack on that during the day makes all the difference in the world. And it's just, that's what you wind up doing. So my point in saying all this is Marcus joking with me about being the ever shrinking man. Like it tells you how fat I was. It tells you how overweight I was. And the thing that I don't reconcile, and a lot of people ask me this, my blood work, my health, my numbers were all perfect. But I've lost 70 pounds, and I bet you I could probably lose 70 more.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but I'm a big dude. Like I'm 6'3" and I have wide shoulders, but I'm amazed by it. And now all these new studies talking about how good for your brain. There was a big new study that came out about how semaglutides are really, really good for your brain. Like all this stuff, and yet it's super expensive.
Mm-hmm.
I just refilled my Zepbound prescription last night. It's $450 a month. How many people have access to that? I don't. The only way I can afford it is I have a healthcare spending account.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can afford it. Like,
which again is still your money.
If you said to, it is still my money, but if you said to me, hey, for $450 a month, so what is that? How much have I spent? If you go, what is that? About 3 G's, right? If we do, let's say we do 450 plus, I've spent $2,850 and I've lost 70 pounds. If you said to me, hey, If you give me $2,850, I'll take 70 pounds off of you. Yes, every day.
If you invest $2,800 into your body, I'll take 70 pounds off of you.
Yes, every day. Take my money.
And that's why I say, like, I think, you know, you're getting to that point where you know, you're gonna start to want to lift more and like kind of redefine your body. Because that's the thing that my doctor talks to me about or whatever, is like, you know, obviously on Zepbound you have to work hard to get protein because it will cut your body down. I haven't experienced a ton of that, but I'm also, you know, in my early 30s, like I'm in the prime physically that I can be in. But I think that it is, you know, you just, those are all things that you'll go through. But I do think that, you know, there's going to come a time when you're going to see the fruits of this labor. And I think that that's what's exciting, is that, you know, you're just going through this time where you're just in this elongated cut. And then at some point you're going to be like, all right, cool. Like, I don't really feel like I need to lose more weight. Now I can just go and, you know, I could probably stay on a pretty low dose probably, or not be on it. I don't know what you'll end up doing, but
I'll be on 2.5 because I am, like, I'm on 10 now. I don't see a time where I'll need to go above 10. I hope not.
Yeah.
But I think it's important. I think it is really important that we find ways to be healthier, to live longer. And I am really fortunate that I don't know how I didn't have major health issues. I don't know how. Now, my wife also used to drag me out of the house. Like, I used to hate going for walks. I know I've said this before, but I used to hate going for walks. Like, I used to be a spoiled child that you would have to put a leash on and drag my fat ass down the street to go for a walk. I hated it. Now, I love going for walks. But again, I live in a major metropolitan city, and I love walking around the city. But like, I ran last night, and it felt good running. I felt great running. I mean, it's bizarre how unhealthy you are and you don't even know it. And I look at pictures of me in June, July. I look at when I went back to Wrigley Field last year, last 4th of July. Dude, it's embarrassing. It embarrasses me to look at those photos. It's crazy how fat I was. Like, it just is.
Yeah.
It's wild. My sister, Matt Muldoon, my sister is a nurse practitioner. All she does is write GLP-1 prescriptions. Folks really are taking health seriously because it works.
It does.
It works. I cannot tell you enough.
It works to a point where it's fixed the reputation of being an easy button.
It just is. And it's not widely available because of how expensive it is. We make things so expensive, but they're only expensive because they really work.
Yeah.
And now I think semaglutides and GLP-1s, maybe it was Sanjay Gupta that was saying this the other day, they're the most studied thing in medicine right now because so many people are using them and it works for so many people, and yet they're so unaffordable.
Yeah,
They're
well, it's
so unaffordable.
I think that the other part of it is like, not everything that's this effective can be affordable. And I think I was thinking about this last night. I was looking at my tax documents and, you know, like looking at what I made last year. And last year was not a great year for me financially. And I still had a nice number. And it felt, but my point is it felt like it wasn't a great year at all. And that's because everything else is expensive. So the $300, the $400 that you're going to spend on your GLP-1 feels more expensive because you're putting out more money in all these other places. And that's what's difficult is that I actually don't, it actually doesn't feel that expensive to me to spend $400 on it, albeit an HSA account, but like it's worth it. It's an investment I'm willing to make. You know, it's not it's just not that big a deal to me because it's money I've set aside. But I just think that people right now who struggle to pay for the GLP-1 are probably grinding right now, as we all are. So I just think it's tough.
Yep, Maury Alvarez for $5. My wife's plan last year caused Ozempic to be $300 a month, and because of that, she couldn't be on it, which led to her sugar running rampant. It is frustrating.
Bro. Yeah.
It is frustrating.
And what upsets me about it is that big food companies in our country cheap out on food quality and sell that stuff to us, and a lot of people in our country buy it and get themselves into this position, and then they need a GLP-1 to unwind that watch, and that's what's difficult for me about the whole thing, the premise of the whole thing. But if you can move on from that and just say, like, this is what I need to do, I'm probably going to do it for a year or a year and a half, and just kind of just go through it. It's well worth it, dude. It's whether you're 70 pounds in or 23 pounds in, it's well worth the investment. I just think it's better for you.
We need more active morning show members in the chat. Help us help you. Well, I mean, it's 5 a.m. So I think there's no question when you look at the chat arc on this show, it picks up after 6:30.
Yeah.
Because it's early. After my bypass surgery, I'm pushing my doctor more and more to get on it. It's pretty remarkable what it'll do for your longevity, dude. Big Pharma makes huge bank on these drugs. They could greatly reduce the price and still make profits, and they'll never do it, Mike. You're exactly right. They'll never do it. And they make it in a pill form now, but yet they'll never do it. I just don't see a time where anything that is widely effective and good for your health will always be really expensive in this country.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Unless you are producing your own veggies, eating healthy can cost more. Well, one of the things I miss is, like, my wife used to grow these great tomatoes. Like when we lived in Salt Lake City, she grew tomatoes in our backyard, and they were actually better than the tomatoes you could get at the store. Right? And I miss our farm to table box. And I never thought I would say that. There were times where we just didn't eat enough of the vegetables that we get. But dude, I miss the farm to table boxes we used to get. And it's all, yes, that's exactly right. Fast food and processed food make it easier for people to grab those because it's cheap, but keeps so many of us in that rut of being unhealthy. Not eating out. We pretty much don't eat out anymore. We were last Saturday, I think it was, we were grocery shopping. We were out shopping. And my wife was like, I'm hangry. She had done a big swim that morning.
Yeah.
And she was hungry. And we were at the store, and we were like, well, there's a Chipotle and we were like, why don't we just get a sandwich at the deli? And we each got a sandwich. I got a breakfast bagel sandwich at 3:00 in the afternoon. That was amazing, but I only ate half of it. Right. And my wife got this amazing sandwich. Like it's just different. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Marcus says, I'm curious how much weight people want to lose. I'll be honest with you. I'm only doing Zepbound because of you guys talking about it on the show and seeing you lose weight. And now Jake says he's lost like 100 pounds too.
It's not 100 pounds, bro.
But I could easily lose 60 pounds. My wife is the one who's really seeing the benefit. She is an avid weightlifter who always used to tell me how healthy she was. Mm-hmm. She got on Zepbound and she's lost 40 pounds.
Yeah.
And, well, I'm not going to say that. She's lost 40 pounds in some very important areas to lose weight, is how I will paraphrase that. And now she's my daily motivation.
Yeah,
doing it with your wife is really important. It is.
So listen, that's the other side that I haven't really got the chance to experience with Zepbound yet, is doing it when I have a workout plan paired with it. I think that to me could be prolific. I think if you consider the fact that you're on a GLP-1, like if you're on a GLP-1, you are supplementing correctly and you can go to the gym, I would say 4 to 5 days a week and work in strength training and different forms of exercise at the gym. I
Yep.
think you would see ridiculous cutting.
Well-
You would see outstanding results.
You know what the ridiculous part is? Bro, I live in a building that has a gym that's more than equipped.
Mhm.
And it is so difficult at the end of a day to be motivated to go and lift weights. And I just I don't need to do it 5 times a week. I need to do it once, twice a week during the week and once on the weekend. That's it. And being more active, walking and playing more golf now. And if I add strength training to that, I mean, it just compounds all of the successes.
Yeah, having the backpack golf bag is a hack for walking the course. I did it last weekend. I only did 9, I didn't do 18. It's so much easy. It's easy. It's not hard. It's not heavy to carry. Like
No.
I totally get it.
Yeah. We're playing this weekend, and my intention is to walk.
Yeah.
Mrs. Monty and I are playing 9 holes this weekend.
Yeah.
And well, because it's so wet here, it's always cart path only. So it's just way easier to walk the course.
Mm-hmm. You playing that one we played?
Yes. Yeah.
That one's very walkable.
Yeah. It's where I always play.
Yeah.
When it's not soaking wet. But yeah, I mean, walking is amazing. Yeah. The strawberries here, I agree. Did you guys hear that and then I promise you we'll rip the Big Ten for being shitty schedulers, but did you guys hear that there's a big blueberry recall there's like a listeria thing in Washington blueberries. So I do love strawberries. I very much do. You should get a small tomato plant and plant on your porch or somewhere in your house. Yeah, I'm one of the few dudes that loves a good tomato. Tomatoes are so good. You guys are my family, so I'll be honest with you guys.
Hey,
I weighed in at 275 at 6'2". I want to get under 200 eventually.
Yeah, I mean I think the number is kind of to each their own. You know, I think it's very much frame genetics, you know, what your body naturally wants in terms of, you know, weight distribution. And I think for me, if I had to guess, I mean, just looking at pictures of myself when I was much younger, growing up, I mean, I think that probably, you know, anywhere between probably 220, you know, 210, 225, anywhere in that range is probably where I'll settle out, I would guess. I think it does depend how much you lift, because if you are lifting a lot, that number is definitely going to be higher. You know, you're probably going to, you know, if you're 6 foot, but you're lifting 4 days a week, especially if you're pushing the pace, you know, you're probably going to be like 225, I would guess, you know, if you are lifting heavy and consistently. So, I mean, it really is to each their own and what kind of body you're looking for. But, you know, if you're just looking for a body that can carry you through life, I would say anything between 200 to 220 is fine. I would say
it's all how you feel, man. Yeah. It's all how you feel.
I would contend. How are you sleeping? How are your joints? How's your body feel? Like those are the things to me that you need to pay attention to on Zepbound rather than just the number, because you are going to lose weight. Like it's going to do that to you. But it's like, all right, well, how do I feel
if you do it right?
Fitting?
Like, if you do it right. Because there's a lot of people who on Zepbound who don't change the way they eat and they don't lose weight.
I don't know.
And then they don't feel well.
I don't know how people, honestly, like.
But again, I don't know how people are on Zepbound and they drink full sugar soda or even diet soda. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand people that are on Zepbound and you're eating out every day. You're not gonna. You may lose weight, but it's certainly not going to be. You're paying a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
Right. Looking forward to fresh tomatoes and cherries, dude. I love cherries. We were on a cherry binge through December and January, and now they're out of stock. But good Lord, I love them. being active and lifting, eating right is so important. You got to treat your body right. Yeah. Treat your body right. It'll treat you right. Right. Right now, I'm just trying to get back to 190. I'm at 209. Not too bad, but definitely need to get back on that grind. Yeah. Well, I would say so. The calorie deficit from not wanting to eat coupled with working out with effort, I'd imagine melts the weight off. And that's all. That's really all that any of this stuff does.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're eating the right amount of calories.
Yeah. I mean, I would say that ideally it would be, you're on whatever level of GLP-1 you're on for whatever amount of time you need to be on. But I think like for my life, what I would love to put together is, I would love to lift probably, I would say in the winter, probably 4 to 5 times a week, just because it's off season in golf. In the high of golf season, I'd probably only be lifting like maybe two times a week, 3 times a week. And then those other nights, I'd be working on my game or things like that.
Yeah.
But again, that requires time. And that's just not time that I have at this current moment.
It was tough. I went to the range the other night. What is today? Thursday. Tuesday night, I went to the range, dude. And it just, you get home and it's like 7:30.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, I got to write the show and I got to find something. Am I going to eat anything? Which I didn't wind up eating anything, but I got to figure this out and that out. And then before you know it, it's 9:30 and you're getting up at 3:45.
Yeah.
And it's
not. Yeah.
It's rough during the week, man. So I think it is the thing about the last thing I'll say about this. And then I'm curious in the comment section, how much weight do you guys want to lose? Like, do you feel like you need to lose weight? How much weight would you like to lose? Because I'll tell you now, I'm 323 as of this morning. And I don't know how much weight I want to lose. I don't have a number. I'd love to. I think my as an adult, the least I've ever weighed was like 240 something. And I felt like a piece of spaghetti. It was brutal. That was back in the Atkins boom. And
yeah, 240 would be a little light for you, I think.
Yeah, a little. I think if I could get to anything under 300, 290, I would be thrilled.
Yeah, I would
be thrilled.
Yeah, my opinion for you would be the basement would be like 280. I probably wouldn't go under that just because you're an athlete of some sort, right? Like you like to golf, you like to do these different things, and to do that, like you need to maintain a certain level of strength, and that's the thing I think people forget about is that it's all about what lifestyle you're looking to live. I mean, if you're not that person that is into athletics or being active or things like that, you're just simply looking to lose the weight, then yeah, you can probably run a pretty light ship. You can probably be 5'10" and only weigh like 180 pounds, 190 pounds. But that's not for me really. I would just love to be in a place where I still maintain my strength. I retain all my strength. And I just don't have as much fat. And I think that's probably like 220, 230, I would guess for me.
Well, and you also have to remember, like it's cold in Seattle. I haven't gotten on my bike.
Yeah.
Since before Paris, because it's so cold.
Yeah.
Like I would imagine during the summer, I will be playing probably 2 rounds of golf a week. We'll be bike riding. We'll be walking far more. Like I am the thing that well, and Boyd, I hope you do lose weight. You got to be careful not to lose too much weight too quickly. You'll wind up with all that hanging loose skin. And I'm lucky I don't have that now. I don't have that now. So, and I'm hoping to avoid that. But it is when you lose a lot of weight in your gut, I think it's inevitable. You're going to have that. So that's why I need to kick up my cardio a little bit, like all that shit. But anyway, how much do you guys want to lose? Like, are you happy with where you're at? I personally haven't had to have Zepbound or any type of shots to lose weight. I cut my calories without the need of chemical intervention, but I also had motivation. Well, but the problem is motivation's not enough. And the thing with like Zepbound is everybody calls Zepbound a shortcut. Bro, it is not a shortcut. What you don't understand, for me anyway, what I didn't understand the relationship I had with food. That's what it was. If it was as simple as, oh, I'm fat, I need to eat fewer calories, everybody would be thin.
Agreed.
And if motivation was enough, everybody would be thin. Motivation is not enough. Motivation wanes, it comes, it goes. And willpower with food is not real. Willpower with food is not real. When you have, I fully believe that my emotions and my happiness were tied to food. And that's what Zepbound breaks. That it breaks that tie between happiness and food.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's huge. Yeah, a lot of people lack motivation. Chad Carter, the food noise is gone for me on a GLP-1. Huge win in and of itself. Yeah, I don't think much about food. And the other thing, I just don't buy crappy food at the store. Because when I buy that food, I eat it. If I buy chips, I'm going to eat those chips.
Yeah.
If I buy Snickers, I'm going to eat a Snickers bar. Right? Like, I just don't. If you're on a GLP-1, you should be lifting and eating high protein. And I get a lot more protein now than I've gotten in the past. For sure. I'd like to get to 200. I'm at 225 now. That's good weight to lose. It really is. Sergeant Green, hello. I'm skinny fat, just have a really big belly. Yeah, well, belly fat's not great. Trust me, I know. I went from 217 to 180. I'm comfortable at 180. Stop eating at Buc-ee's. Funny what happens when you don't eat at Buc-ee's. I'm active duty. Oh, are you really? So I don't need chemical motivation to lose weight. Well, you appreciate your service.
Yeah.
Yeah, even when I was in the best shape of my life in the military, I still had a belly. I could do sit-ups for days, but never could get rid of the belly. Isn't that frustrating, Mike?
Genetics, dude. It's genetics,
you work
man.
and you work and you work and you work, and it's tough, dude. Bailey Dietrich, hello. I'm 6'3", 215, but need to work on belly and more healthy eating. Working overnights is hard on the body. It's terrible.
It is.
We are not meant to be third shift people. We are meant to be awake with the sun and asleep with the moon.
Yep.
And working that third shift grind midweek, Coug, I have a lot of respect for that, dude. I've been there, and it is tough. I want to lose 75 pounds one day at a time. It is not easy. Muldoon, I lost 65 pounds in 1 year intermittent fasting. It's not easy, but once you get in the routine, it flies off you. I'm 6'1", I work in EMS. So lifting regularly is difficult. Agreed. Honestly, after losing 60 pounds, I need to add 5-10 pounds of muscle. I'm on the glutide for diabetes, and it's hard to keep the weight on. Strength training really makes a difference in those scenarios. Seriously, if you can lift weight, you'll do better keeping your weight on. 5'10", 165, but I went through a stage with my ex that snacked and ate out a lot. I gained crazy weight. Boy, isn't it funny how much weight we gained from snacking?
Yes.
Like, the difference between snacking on grapes, bananas, apples, cherries to candy, chips, pretzels, like manufactured carbohydrate stuff, it's wild. It is absolutely wild what a cutting out most snacking and snacking on fibrous fruit has completely changed for me.
Yes.
It's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. Yeah, I love the change too. Like, it's been fun. The return to the office, I was forced on. It's hard to get the right diet during the week. Ooh, you are not alone in that. Just talked with my doctor this week, asking questions about my highest A1C was a 9. I'm currently at 5. Good for you, Mike. That's great. That's really great.
Yeah.
Really, really great. From a 9 to a 5 is fantastic. A1C is so dangerous. Man, I've lost 30 pounds over the last 5 months while working 60 hours a week. I was motivated to lose the weight because I'm active duty. There you go. Beyond a certain age, the weight loss equation changes drastically. Dude, you are not even kidding. I went keto about 15 years ago, and it was fairly easy to lose weight. Not so easy now. No, because the fad diet, the problem with things like keto, like Atkins, I lost a ton of weight on Atkins. I don't even remember how much. But I never felt physically great because I was I just never felt physically good.
Mhm.
I never felt physically strong. And the difference now is like, I want to be active. Now that the difference between Atkins and using like Zepbound, I actually want to be active. I have more motivation because it's not just that you're losing weight. The GLP-1s work in your mind, like the chemistry they operate in your stomach, your gut health, actively impacts your mental state. So I'm telling you, it just makes a huge difference. Huge difference. All about cardio, nothing but cardio when I get in the gym. Got to lift them weights, boy. Pickup hoops was best cardio. Yes, it was. But then my knee went. Now I just push the sled at the gym. Yeah, boy. Dude, you and I are in the same spot. I used to love Jake and I used to mess people up at the gym playing hoops.
It to me, it's the best cardio you can get. It is variable. It's up and down. It makes your body work, and I think that to me has always felt better than just steady state, like just running at the same pace for a half hour. And I think that it does get more challenging because you don't the last thing any of us want to do is do our knee playing pickup basketball or something like that. It's just not worth it's not worth, the grind that you inevitably have to go through. And I think that's why I like golf a lot because, golf to me is a sport where it is relatively low impact. It's also, to me, the thing I love about golf right now is it's just incredibly therapeutic. It's therapeutic. Dude, last week I was out there on like a partially rainy day. It wasn't like raining heavily. It just was kind of that P&W misty kind of day. And nobody was out there. Literally, I was the only one on the front nine. And it's just like quiet. And like you hear the birds chirping. And it's just, you're out on the grass. You're not on your phone. You're just enjoying
Playing
it.
golf by yourself is weird.
I
don't love it. I don't love it.
It's an interesting thing because you wind up having these conversations with yourself about shots and like, hey, like, what do I want to do here? Like, I'll play all kinds of shots when I'm playing alone just to see like what it looks like and if I like it or not. And like, I'll do things I wouldn't normally do. And like, I experiment a lot with that. But, but then like I played like this past weekend, I played with 3 people who smoked weed the whole time and that wasn't as enjoyable. And, and like, like I'm not having a bad round. I shot like an 84 or an 85, I think. It was like bogey golf, but like they're all in awe of like a 290-yard drive with the mini driver. Like not like an amazing shot. Pretty much it's not hard to do with that club. That's about what that club should put out. And it's just like, yeah, man, like it was good. Like it's in the fairway, it's shot I was looking for, but like that's just what it is. But it's just two different. It's just different versions of golf. And I think that the thing I like about the GLP-1 is when I golf, if I have to have water, but if I do have water, I'll be totally fine. That's it. That's, probably should bring a little bit of a snack, but if I have golf over 9, I don't really need to eat.
Yeah. If I'm only playing 9, I don't need to eat. I agree. 5'10", 175, alternate weights 3 days, swim 3 days, start lifeguard class next month. Punchline, I'm 77. Are you really? I switched from drinking normal soda to sparkling water. Makes a huge difference. I am telling you, any soda, diet soda, it doesn't matter. It's terrible for you. It destroys your gut health. So great hearing all the positive stories this morning. And Marcus just said the same thing. Marcus said the same thing. Sorry to derail the show calling you a beanpole.
Come on, dude.
But this has been incredibly motivating for me. I miss eating my chips. I'm a Frito and chili. Oh my God.
But here's the deal. Hear me out. Okay?
Hold on. I'm a Frito and chili guy. I used to pop open a can of chili, pour it in a piece of Tupperware, put it in the micro for 2 minutes, and then eat almost an entire bag of Fritos and called that dinner.
Yeah, see that's the problem. See, and this is and
exactly.
Then we'll move on. This is my last point about Zepbound. I maintain that on Zepbound, certainly there you can eat healthier, you can eat not as healthy, like there is always that quotient. But I also believe that when you're on Zepbound, it's not illegal for you to have something that you like, right?
No.
But it has to be like Frito and chili is a good example. You can't have, I would say you could only have, for me, if I was doing that, I would make the chili. I would go out of my way to make the chili. I wouldn't have it out of a can. And if it was out of a can, it would be the healthiest chili that I could get out of a can. And then I would only have probably like maybe a small handful of the chips. And then you're just going to go and you're going to eat that slowly. And what you're going to find is your brain's going to tell you you're done before you're even close to finishing that tiny ass meal. That's the difference.
Yeah. I get earbuds and walk for about 40 minutes on non-workout days. Feels good in the knees, stay strong enough for lifting. And you guys, it's so funny. Losing this weight, like yesterday afternoon, I always tell you I take my dog for a walk at lunch. I like effectively ran half of that it was cold. So here's what happened. I wasn't out like I'm going to go for a run now. No.
Yeah, boy.
No. I was walking and it was just really cold. So I ran the second half of that walk, even running uphill. Now, I paid the price last night because my stupid shin was cramping. But then me and my wife we walked the dog after work, and I just ran up the last block of the walk. Like, it's empowering. Now, I don't have an ACL in my left knee, but that doesn't bother me at all. So I don't know. I'm never going to be the guy who likes running. I hate running. I hate running for fitness. But all right, yeah, this hippy dippy let's all hug and tell good story stuff is nice, but enough. This is the Monty Show. We got to get crabby and rip into stuff. You're a bunch of Nancys. Exactly. Starting to get warm down here in Texas. About to live at the river, paddleboard and kayak. That's huge.
Yep,
great for your core. Checked in this morning around 195. Want to get down to 170. Lost 15 pounds over the last week. How'd you do that? Have a colonoscopy next week. So that should shed around 5 pounds.
Bro is so invested in losing weight, he's getting a colonoscopy.
Dude, that colonoscopy prep will take it out of you. Dude. Literally. Oh my God, the old days, chili and Fritos, bro.
Yeah, Frito pie,
the
baby.
Worst thing we used to eat. Probably like Costco apple pie. Dessert stuff is the worst stuff I used to eat.
Yeah, Cheesecake Factory cheesecake. Terrible for you.
Yeah. We need once a week, 30-minute check-in, Men's Health and Marty. Well, you know.
Rainbow Warrior, dude.
Zepbound just makes you feel full sooner, forcing you into smaller portions. It actually just helps you to understand what you're eating and how you need to eat it. That's what it did for me. I don't know that I feel full. I just know I'm going to eat this. I'm going to eat all of it, and then I'm done.
Yeah, that's for me. It makes me feel full. For me, I am. My body is very reactive to overeating on Zepbound. So like there's a limit. Like if I overeat, I will feel very, very full. And the thing is that I'm not even eating a lot, but it's my mind being like, hey, dude, like you need to stop. Like you're very full. And I made that mistake one time, haven't made it since. I have never regretted ever on Zepbound going under. If the question is under or over, go under. Because you will find if you go under with the food and you go over with the water, you're perfectly fine. No
Dude,
issue.
When you overeat on Zepbound, it's miserable.
Yeah.
I will, again, not that I'm an expert. Yeah, talk to your doctors, but when you eat, go for a walk. Go for a walk after you eat. It makes a huge difference, man. Makes a huge difference. It's hard to be the serious guy and to force him with a bunch of guys who are there to get drunk and hack away.
Yeah, you know what the problem was, dude? You know what the problem was? I got to the course just a touch later than I like to. I typically like to be there about 30 minutes before my tea time. Got there about 20 minutes before the tea time. And, you know, I was fine. Got my bucket and I was hitting. And, you know, there was about 10 minutes left to my tea time. And it's only like a 3-minute drive over to the tee. But I was like, I got like 6 balls left. Let me hit these. But by the time you pack your bag up and everything and go over. So I get to the tee right at, 10:40, the tee time. And the dudes had already teed off. So they're standing on the forward tee with their wife/sister. And I roll up and homegirl's got a recently broken ankle she's trying to recover from. They're both smoking weed on the first tee. And I'm just like, all right, like they're my age at least. At least they're not like old heads I'm playing with. But it was just one of those rounds where I was like, dude, like, can I not just get a couple of bros who I'm cool with like cigars, but like can we not just get a couple of bros who can appreciate like the fact that we're out here to play golf, not smoke weed. You know,
weed is everywhere up here, dude. It really is. I started the creatine grind this week, hoping it helps maintain the mass. Dude, creatine is hugely important.
I got to be consistent. If you don't take it every day, it's not going to maintain mass. Got to take it.
It's hugely important, man. 10 milligrams of creatine every day. Well, I'm telling you, it will change your life, whether you do it for mass or mental health, or trust me, it makes a difference. I was in that group of people that were told to eat whatever was on your plate and you do not waste it. Me too. I used to get in trouble when I was a kid. If I did not finish every morsel on my plate, my mother would have a fit. It has made it hard to just eat until you are full, no matter what is left on the plate. That's exactly right. I totally agree with that. Getting steps in every day is critically important. When I work on the ship every day, I walk usually 2 to 3 miles around the ship over and over, forcing me to get steps in, then hard crazy cardio for 20 minutes.
What kind of ship is it? Like an aircraft carrier or something, or what do you do?
And I'll tell you, for me, 6,000 steps is the magic number. When I get 6,000 steps in, I'll lose a pound.
Yeah.
The next day I'll be a pound less. It's almost like it's rhythmic and formulaic. I am all about walking to the ocean 2 hours a day, in the ocean 2 hours a day. Man, I'm jealous of that. I'm lucky to be able to get about 2.5 to 3 hours of walking a day, over 13,000 steps. Dude, that's amazing. I don't feel anything when I'm done. I am done. Yeah, walking in the ocean's awesome. Donuts are my weakness. Me too. I can feel my A1C rise just being around them. Well, isn't it funny? You joke. Your body has a visceral reaction when you're around food that you crave. Like when you're addicted to donuts, sugar, your body will have a visceral reaction to that. What is with all the new product with added protein? Like, who wants protein Pop-Tarts? I hate it. I don't eat them. Between intermittent fasting and strictly sardine diet over the last week and a half. Sardine diet?
Nah, bro. Dude, respect, bro. Respect. Appreciate you. No disrespect, but I'm not doing sardine diets, dude. Sorry, bro. That ain't happening.
Scoop has a bad relationship with golf. Scoop, didn't you tell us you used to be a pro and now you hate golf? Golf is slow. Golf is not slow. Depends on how you play it. Courses should be edible only.
Agreed.
I don't disagree with that at all. Irish sea moss caps. Okay. A destroyer. Oh, you're walking a destroyer. Dude. Okay.
Nice, bro.
USS Russell was my last ship I transferred a month ago. Okay.
Very nice. Very nice.
I like it.
Very nice.
Does Jake enjoy playing with people who are awful at golf but enjoy it? I'm 100 to 105 golfer and feel bad when I'm paired with dudes that are serious.
Yeah, I mean, I think that this has always been my just inherent natural feeling with golf. You don't need to be embarrassed that you're a guy who shoots 100 consistently.
Correct.
It's the thing that the thing that you can't do in golf is be the guy that shoots 100 and then takes like an hour to look for your ball every time you lose one. And this has been my thing with golf since I started golfing 2 years ago regularly. You need to be comfortable with the fact that you're going to lose golf balls. It's part of the sport. And I understand that there's a line between looking for it and losing it. But if you legitimately, I'm not even being a red ass. If you hit a drive 2 fairways over, you're not going to get that ball. Like, you don't have time to go over there, to come back, to line up your shot. Like, you're not doing that, dude. Like, it's totally fine if you're 100 to 105 and you keep pace of play. I have no problem with that. And I especially enjoy playing with higher handicappers who want to keep score and be competitive with competitive balance. Meaning if it's a par 4, you're going to get 6 shots here, and I'm going to play it as a par 4, probably a par 5 right now, honestly, I would play it as. I like that about golf, that I can say, hey, this is what your game is at, this is where my game's at, but we can play against each other with actual competition and have it be fair because you're going to get extra shots, which is totally fine with me. I have no problem with that.
I have had to change my relationship with golf. Honestly, I was too competitive and I just had no idea how to hit a golf ball. What I'm learning now, because I've really worked hard this winter on my swing, what I'm learning now is I had no idea how to hit a golf ball. And now I have some semblance of an idea. I'm not a good golfer. Don't get me wrong. I don't.
I mean, the
play
best
golf
I've
well.
ever been, I've never shot below an 80. My best round ever is an 82. So
Is
it's
it
not,
really?
Yeah, I've never shot a high 70s round. Yeah.
My best round is a 74.
Yeah.
I shot a 74 at Park City Mountain. It's the best round of golf I've ever played.
Yeah.
So I'm
not a good enough putter to shoot into the 70s yet. I have to practice more.
And that's a huge thing. But
yeah,
the issue for me is 74 is really good. And I didn't enjoy that round of golf because I was just too competitive. Like I'm an idiot. I'm overly competitive.
Matt, to answer your question, bro, I'd more than happily golf with you, dude. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I would absolutely. I walk 21,000 steps every single day. How do you get 21,000 steps a day?
Time.
PGA club level pro, retired from golf 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's great, bro. Honestly, that's great, man.
I'm happy for you.
I'm not sure that I ever want to be that good at golf. I think the time it takes to be that good is a lot. I would love to just get to I'd love to be able to shoot high 70s, mid to high 70s. I would be more than thrilled with my golf game.
Yeah, even this year, I mean, the outside of the round we played together was just brutal because it was freaking cold and wet.
Yeah.
But I think I've played 3 rounds in this year. I was in the 78 on the 18 holes, and then I shot 42 on, I think I shot the exact same score. I think 42 something on the 9s. And that's while working on my swing. So, is what it is. I'm a machinist mate who is about to be an instructor at a schoolhouse. So now I work harder to get those steps in. Then there is that.
Yeah.
No doubt. Thai food is awesome. Pork and rice, beef and rice is so good.
We get it. You're living a perfect life in Thailand.
I quit golf, alcohol, and cigarettes 5 years ago. Don't miss it. Well, I'm going to guess the alcohol and the cigarettes played a role in how you feel about golf. All right, let's get to work here on the Monty Show, hour number 2. And hey, if you guys are looking for creatine and supplements, buckedup.com, use the promo code Monty to get 20% off at checkout. Buckedup.com, creatine monohydrate every day. I take 10 milligrams. Talk to your doctor. Understand it. Creatine's the most studied supplement in the history of the world, literally, not an exaggeration. And it will change you. Trust me when I tell you that. Buckedup.com, use the promo code Monty to get 20% off at checkout. Is the Big Ten soft? This drives me crazy. We've talked about this, and I feel like we've beaten this into the ground. And you guys always tell me I don't know what I'm talking about with the Big Ten, that I am too hard on the Big Ten and I'm an SEC apologist. The very fact that USC dropped Notre Dame was an indicator of the scheduling philosophy in the Big Ten. But now we have verification because USC replaced Notre Dame with San Jose State. And I don't see any way, excuse me, to argue that scheduling in the Big Ten isn't soft, and it is a major advantage compared to the SEC.
Yeah, I think the philosophy in the Big Ten is really the biggest difference. It is this thing where the Big Ten understands that right now there is no definitive way to hold them out of the CFP for playing a soft schedule, assuming that they win their games. This is what Ross Bjork was saying, the AD at Ohio State. If you win your games and you go 12, if you're 12-win team, 11-win team, you're in the CFP. It's just the nature of the beast. There's no getting around it. There's no denying it. We've seen it time and time again play out. So we not only have real-world examples, we also have wide-ranging opinion that supports that. And I think that's what's difficult. The Big Ten is also the only league right now that doesn't mandate 10 Power 4 games every single year in their schedule, which I also think is a pretty damning statistic for the Big Ten. And so I just think it's this thing where the thing that bothers me about the Big Ten is not that they play a soft schedule, but that they mandate that other people play a harder schedule. So the Big Ten goes, hey, we're going to play a soft-ass schedule, but the SEC shouldn't be rewarded for playing a harder schedule. That's what bothers me. Like, It's okay if you want to play a soft schedule, but then your direct competition playing a harder schedule needs to be rewarded. And that's the part that I have trouble with. And this is the great equalizer in college football is what's more valuable? A USC win over San Jose State or an Alabama loss to the number 1 team in the country out of the SEC? That's the question. That's the question that burns college football to the ground. Well, how are you going to reward a team for losing? Great question. But how are you going to reward a team for winning against nobody? Better question. That's the problem. And I don't disagree that the SEC for years has tried to employ this a little bit in their non-con, playing Abilene and Mercer and Nobody Institute of sewing circles. Like everyone's done it, but I think that the Big Ten is just the worst offender of it, in my opinion. They because the Big Ten in conference schedule is pretty soft, the non-con is soft. Like it just leaves me nowhere to go but to say, yeah, like you guys are running from the competition and you just want to have 11 win seasons against nobody with the hope that you'll beat Ohio State once, and then you're going to go to the CFP. And that's the very problem with the conversation.
Yeah, and I am somebody, obviously you guys know, I am somebody that is a huge I'm I'll stop. I'm a big Notre Dame fan, both physically and mentally. And you can tell me that Notre Dame's schedule is soft. Wouldn't even disagree with you, right? Wouldn't even disagree with you. It's not this soft. Sorry, bros. This is incredibly soft. 2 off weeks, both of them are October, November, late in the season. I don't even consider, and here's the issue with the Big Ten, is Rutgers a Power 4 team?
Technically.
By name only. But you look at their schedule, and I understand that everybody complains about travel in the Big Ten, especially for the West Coast teams. But adding San Jose State is unforgivable. Adding San Jose State, Fresno State, Louisiana, it's unforgivable. You don't leave home until the middle of September when you go to Piscataway to play Rutgers. And then you come back home for Oregon, Washington, and then you go to Beaver. You go to Epstein Island to take on the Knuckle Deep Boys. Bye week at Wisco, Ohio State. At home, Ohio State. Bye week at Indiana. Clearly your most difficult road game. Maryland and UCLA, and then if you make the Big Ten championship game.
See, and this is my issue with this schedule, or the conversation around this schedule for the Big Ten. The Big Ten, this could potentially be a difficult schedule if you look at some of these squads. Like if you were to say, okay, well, look at how many CFP capable teams are on this schedule, because that's my metric. I look at a schedule, how many teams are on your schedule that could potentially or have the ability every single year to get to the CFP if they have a good year. So to me, on this schedule, you've got Oregon, Washington, Penn State, Ohio State, and Indiana. That's 5 teams that could potentially get to the CFP. The problem with that, though, is obviously Washington hasn't proven to be very good right now. Who the hell knows what Penn State's going to be? I think they're going to take a major step back. They're going to be sub 10 wins, in my opinion, just based on the fact that you change your head coach. And that's just.
But Drew Aller, he's amazing.
Yeah, well, his ass is at the combine now, so he ain't there anymore, bro. So you really only have legitimately, you've got 2 games on this schedule that anybody really cares about. And that's what's difficult for me when you start to compare strength of schedule. And you like when we deal with these people in the comment section that are Big Ten apologists who are like, the SEC this and the SEC that, and we're the deepest conference in the country. And I just think that that's what's tough. And I also
look at Texas. Look at Texas's schedule.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Texas State, UTSA, totally get it. Ohio State, Tennessee. You have Ohio State on September 12th.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing Ohio State. Where's the Ohio State game? USC. Where's the? Oh, that's right. You dropped it. It was Notre Dame. Okay, so you guys all hate the SEC. I get that. Texas. Listen to Texas's games. Ohio State at Tennessee. bye week in October. Oklahoma, Florida, Ole Miss, Mississippi State. So a bye week? No. At Missouri, at LSU, Arkansas, at Texas A&M.
So again, let's use the same rubric here. How many of these teams could potentially get to the CFP if they have a double-digit, win season? If they have the kind of season they want to?
All of them. If any of these teams win 10 games, they will be either in or barely left out, and an aggrieved party being left out.
With the exception of Texas State and UTSA.
Well, of course.
But the rest of them, yeah.
And I don't have any trouble with teams having cupcakes early in the season. You need that on your schedule. I'm totally good with that. If you are not playing 10 P4 teams, you're a fraud. And this is the issue that I have with SC. You cannot compare this schedule that you are looking to right here to this POS schedule that you're looking at right here. USC is a fraud, dude. The Big Ten is a fraud, dude, because you're not playing 10 P4s. You're not leaving home until late in the month of September. Like, it's ridiculous. And you are blaming Notre Dame. You are blaming Notre Dame and Notre Dame's soft. And okay, I don't even argue with you that we, because I'm on the team as well. Bavakwa, prick. I don't even disagree that we don't have the most difficult schedule. But let me get the beloved schedule up on the screen. And you tell me again, who's got a more difficult schedule? Okay. Here's the USC schedule. Oh man, daunting is, oh my God. No. 9 P4 games. Okay. Let's look at Notre Dame. Wisco, Rice bye week. Wisconsin, Michigan State, Purdue, North Carolina, Stanford, BYU on the road. We didn't replace it with San Jose State at home. We put fucking BYU in Provo as a replacement for SC. Oh, Notre Dame's soft. Bye week. Navy, Miami, Boston College, and SMU.
Okay, this is a better schedule than USC. Right?
It's not even close.
But it's still a 2-game schedule. Without a doubt, it's still a 2-game schedule. You got BYU and Miami. That's it.
Okay, we can have all the conjecture in the world about who's good and who's not. Any of these teams outside of like Stanford would have to go undefeated, I think. North Carolina would have to win the ACC. Purdue, that's a Big Ten team. If they win 10 games, Purdue's going to be on the doorstep. Michigan State, the same. Wisco, the same. BYU has to win 11 games, the same. Navy, 10 wins, they're going to be very close. Miami, 10 wins, they're going to be very close. SMU, like, this is Notre Dame's schedule it's not comparable. Now, is it an SEC Texas schedule? Absolutely not.
No, but I don't think that's a fair bar. I mean,
but what I'm telling you is USC, you're a bunch of frauds. You're soft. You have one of the best rosters in the entire country, and you're dropping Notre Dame to add San Jose State.
Okay, is your opinion of Lincoln changed then? If this is your take about USC?
It's really my take about the entire Big Ten. You're a bunch of frauds. You want to sit here and tell me how great the Big Ten is and that we're amazing and back-to-back national champions, and you're soft. You're soft. Like how else am I supposed to spin the fact that USC drops Notre Dame to add San Jose State, and Notre Dame drops USC to add BYU on the road in Provo? Oh, that's right. You don't want to play another P4 team because you don't have to, because the Big Ten is soft. You're a bunch of frauds.
Mm-hmm.
It's as simple as that. I
don't disagree. I don't disagree. I think that the Big Ten, this is their plight in life. This is what they've done to themselves. And I do have to agree with some of you in the comments section that I'm a little tired of hearing Big Ten teams bitch about travel. I don't care. You did that to yourself. You chose to go to that conference. Bed. Yeah. So stop talking to me about difficulty in travel. And like, I just don't care. It's part of the process, man. And I think that the other obvious piece of this conversation that we need to talk about is that they are getting an advantage in the CFP by playing a weak schedule. And what I mean is, hey, you're not playing top end CFP caliber teams every single week on your schedule. So you're not suffering the attrition on the injury report. You're not suffering, the losses because the other team's actually as good or better than you are. So if you make one mistake, they're going to make you pay for that. Like you just look at it and you're sitting here looking at a conference that is like, oh yeah, we're winning all these national championships on the back of super weak schedules. And the only difference is that the SEC, for whatever reason, just hasn't been able to beat you in the CFP lately. But the moment they start beating you again, because they will inevitably, then we're going to talk about, well, you're not winning national championships. Your schedule's soft. Like what is there to write home about? Not much. And that's what I think the difference is.
Look at who's the best team in the Big Ten?
Ohio State.
Okay. Here's Ohio State's schedule.
Yeah. Ohio State.
Is this soft? Ball State. Okay. DKR week 2.
Good
Kent
game.
State. Okay. Illinois.
Good game.
At Iowa. Maryland. At Indiana on October 17th. Bye week. At USC, who I think is going to contend to win the conference this year. Oregon. So let me get this right. You go Indiana at USC, Oregon, Northwestern, at Nebraska, and then the Cheatergins.
Yeah, I would contend this is a solid schedule. It's not an SEC schedule, but it's a solid schedule.
And why? But why is it a solid schedule? Because we didn't drop Notre Dame and add San Jose State, you frauds.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like, I agree.
Are you kidding me?
I don't think that this is. Pull up Michigan's schedule. What does Michigan's schedule look like? Are they
cares?
soft to sell to? Well, I think
Michigan.
Here's why it matters though, because if you look at this from the a 30,000 foot view of the conference, if Ohio State's got this schedule, they're gonna win most of the games on this schedule. I would assume they'll lose to Indiana. I would assume that they will beat everybody else. So it's a one-loss.
They're not going to lose to Indiana.
Okay. Well, we'll see what happens, dude. You're confident in that. I'm not confident in that. They haven't shown the ability to beat Indiana under.
Shut up,
yet.
Jake.
So it's a one-loss schedule for me. And I look at this and I say, so far it's the best Big Ten schedule I've seen, but it's not even close to an SEC schedule. So here's Michigan's schedule. Let's see. The best game on Michigan's schedule is, oh, that's right, Indiana and Ohio State.
Oklahoma.
And Oregon's mixed in there.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, I guess.
Iowa. And look at the home games first. Oklahoma, right? Yep. Iowa, Pedo State, Indiana, Michigan State. Those are your home games. Your road games are Minnesota. So wait, again, I point this out. You don't leave home until October 3rd. Let that sink in. At Minnesota, you are at Rutgers, at Oregon is your big game, and then at Ohio State. Mm-hmm. That schedule is stacked for Michigan to win the Big Ten. You've got to win the games. You've got big games.
The only problem is it's year one under Witt, and I think that's lofty, especially considering that Mr. Underwood is still your quarterback.
And it's going to But my point is, if they win their games, they're going to win the Big Ten. They have the opportunity. Yeah. They're playing everybody they need to play to win the Big Ten.
Yeah, it's a good enough schedule to win the Big Ten and go to the CFP. No question about it. And that's why I say, like, you and I have had epic meltdowns on this show over Lincoln and USC's stature in college football and like where they're at. And I just think that every single year,
soft.
Yeah, every single year, this is what I hear. Oh man, something new about USC. Last year it was the new facilities and new defensive coordinator. This year it's oh well, man, they dropped Notre Dame to add San Jose State, so their schedule's a little easier. This is an 11-win team, Monty. They're going to go to the CFP. And inevitably, they're going to find a way not to go to the CFP, not to win the conference, and everyone's going to talk about firing Lincoln Riley in November again, as we do every single year. So I don't trust USC. I don't have faith in USC. I don't view USC as a CFP contender. I don't view them as anything to be scared of. And I'm going to be on that side of it until they prove under Lincoln Riley that they can get to the college football playoff.
Well, and Marcus makes a great point. Are those schedules worth $1 billion a year?
Apparently they are. Probably not, but apparently they are.
It's a very good question. I never thought about it in that light.
Yeah. I mean, from a TV executive standpoint, yeah. I mean, it's probably frustrating. Like, again, if you look at Michigan's schedule, you've got marquee games on that schedule, dude. Look, Michigan-Oklahoma has turned back into a really a must-watch game. I really enjoyed, even with how ass Underwood was in that game, I enjoyed that game a lot.
Oklahoma's back. Oklahoma, yeah. I'll give Brent a lot of credit. Oklahoma had a year last year.
Yeah.
And John Matt's here
and his elbow and his hand.
That's your guy right there.
Love that dude.
Mayor, good to see you. Ohio State are Giga Chads for this schedule.
Okay, can we look up what a Giga Chad is? Let me just look this up real quick because I've never heard that nomenclature. A Giga Chad. Giga Chad, define.
Ohio going to Texas is going to be fire. Yes, it is. Gophers will be a solid team. We say that every year.
Yeah, I think you're misusing this word, brother.
Brother!
Giga Chad is an internet meme and slang term that represents the ultimate idealized and often satirical version of a, quote, Chad, a muscular and confident male. It is used to describe a person, behavior, or opinion that is considered peak, dominant, or superior, frequently in a humorous or ironic manner. Okay. I mean, A for effort, brother.
Brother.
Ooh, my USC friends are not amused with my take this morning.
Yeah, well, maybe you should have had a better schedule, dude. Maybe you shouldn't be scheduling the Pac-12 and we wouldn't have to talk about you being a soft-ass team right now.
Yeah, I am amazed by it.
Like, what do you mean?
Scoop, do you like PJ Fleck? You guys have everything you need to win and you just never do. And I think it's because he's a douchebag. Like, I just am not a PJ Fleck guy. I'm tired of Big Ten complaining about travel. They wanted West Coast teams. You made your bed.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Right? And Ohio State, Michigan, and Penn State don't get the worst of that travel ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Hard to have a strong conference schedule when you add Rutgers and Maryland and have several schools in rebuild.
Yeah, but that's not the issue here, though. That's
rebuild.
not the issue. Chad, you're right, but that's not the issue here. That's not the problem with USC's schedule, dude. USC's schedule has all the also-rans because they don't have a choice in that. They have to have those every year.
Because they didn't want to play Notre Dame.
Yeah,
That's why your schedule sucks.
And avoided that game. You didn't want to play Notre Dame, and now we're at a point where I have to say, okay, well, listen, if you're not going to play Notre Dame, that's a game that's been really competitive. You have a chance in that game every year. You're probably not beating Ohio State, dude. You're certainly not beating Indiana, and you'll be lucky to beat Penn State. I'm just sick and tired of the victimhood of the Big Ten. I'm sick and tired of
the Big Ten being soft and being a 2 or 3 team league.
And I'm sick and tired of the Big Ten having drama constantly on the back of their soft-ass schedule. Jim Harbaugh, iPhone buddy at Michigan State, Penn State. Like,
Michigan State?
Yeah. How many times, bro? Like, come on. Mel Tucker, like, what are we doing?
But again, we can keep going over and over this. Stop trying to sell me a bill of goods that the Big Ten's the best in the business.
There's no chance.
I think you are getting really good performances out of Ohio State, and what Cignetti's done at Indiana is unquestioned. I have high hopes for Kyle Whittingham at Michigan.
Google me.
But it's time for Lincoln Riley and his soft-ass San Jose State ad to go undefeated. It's time for USC football to become USC football, which maybe it never was and won't ever be.
Let it flow through your veins.
But it's time, because this is soft as hell. I'm just so tired of hearing, oh my God, the Big Ten. Like, I'm listening to Joel Klatt absolutely get his tummy full of custard on Big Ten teams. Oh, the Big Ten. Oh my God. Shut up, Joel.
He's got no class.
Shut up.
Oh, bro's playing tummy sticks.
You replaced Notre Dame with San Jose State. You jerk face. Like, get out of here. This is the formula. This is the formula in the Big Ten. Play nobody and then say you're the best. And then whine and cry that there's an SEC bias. They play 10 P4 teams. What do you guys do? Oh, you choose to take San Jose State over Notre Dame. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
Oh,
fuck out of here.
Cop out, dude.
Like, I'm just so over it. I'm so over it. Go Sparty. Take it easy.
I don't think so, dude.
Isaac Wayne, I have always said the Big Ten scheduling has always soft, especially with Michigan and Ohio State. I think Ohio State's schedule is amazing.
Yeah, they have one of the most difficult schedules in the Big Ten. You know, they at least have SEC game on there. Like, they've got, you know, they've got some stuff on their schedule.
The very fact that Ohio State, that Ohio is going to DKR,
bruh.
That's the Notre Dame game for SC. Oh, we don't want to play Notre Dame. Yeah, because you guys are soft. Soft person tendencies.
Yeah.
Jackhole.
It's a soft person tendency.
It is. You're a soft person. You're soft.
Can't back down.
You know. Whatever. It's fine.
I'm glad. See, this has been therapeutic. You've come to the dark side with me on USC. This is incredible. I didn't have this on my bingo card today. This is awesome, dude.
You know. Oklahoma at Ann Arbor.
Yeah.
You know. Take a look at Texas A&M's schedule for this year. It's a loaded schedule. Yeah. But that's the SEC.
Do you view this season as a failure?
Schedule like the SEC schedules and then talk to me about how good the Big Ten is. Can you do it? You can't. You can't do it. You won't be able to do it. Two ways to look at it. None of these schedules are worth that kind of money, or you are worth what someone's willing to pay you.
Both can be true.
Chad equals Monty. Well, Chad, I have I don't need a well in my backyard like Chad Carter does.
Is there water in the well, bro? How we doing?
Since Jake is looking stuff up on the old Google machine, look up joke about relative humidity. You are welcome. Okay. Okay. USVA guy. New Mexico had the highest TV ratings of all G6 teams last season. The Michigan game really helped on that. The Oklahoma game is going to be fun this year.
Oh, man, dude.
Okay.
I love when G6 pundits come in here and they're like, listen,
we're one of the top 7 teams in Texas.
Listen, ask Texas State what they think. I mean, they're the 7th best team in the state of Texas. I mean, screw the SEC, man. You guys, you guys go to the Pac-12 and see what that's like. That schedule's horrendous. I mean, it's got nothing on the SEC, but man, it's still really difficult.
Big 12 is soft.
Yeah, Big 12 is terrible. They didn't give us the pro rata we deserve, so now we're in the Pac-12, and it's incredible. Even though we don't make any money, it's fine.
Shut up.
If you guys ever want to kick it, we'll flow.
You know, I'm amazed by it. I just am. I'm just going to continue to tell you this nonsense about the Big Ten being the best. It's nonsense. You guys have no idea. Try being a fan of a Big Ten team with geriatric grandpa as a coach.
Listen.
And being mid at best every freaking year. Only thing I get is the wave.
Listen, Kirk Ferentz is a good man, okay? He bitches about tampering, says it's unfair coaching conditions, but never wins anything in the Big Ten. It's fine, dude. You can't even beat Iowa State. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Every conference has feeder schools that underperform year after year. Most of those schools do not put the effort forth to win games versus
the SEC doesn't
quality
have that.
opponents. See Diego Pavia's hot mom.
Yeah. Do we need to cover that again?
Straddle the pole. Notre Dame needs to stop scheduling these MAC and Sunbelt teams that wind up whipping that Notre Dame ass. Thanks for that.
NIU was a really good idea, Morty.
Thanks for that. Matchup throwdown. Okay. As a Nebraska fan, I hate how super soft we are now. Never should have canceled Tennessee.
Okay, bro, can I ask you a question, dude? Can I ask you a quick question, dude? Quick question. I got to comment on your picture here, dude. Got to comment on your picture. I'm sorry.
Is that a Subaru?
So he's got the most recent Subaru, the newest WRX that's come out.
Oh, sorry, I threw up in my mouth.
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm not a big fan. As someone who's had an STI, I'd never buy that car. So I'm just curious, have you enjoyed it? Because I just can't do the looks, dude. It for me, with all due respect, it's just a pretty ugly car. I'm not a big fan of it. But you tell me if that's your car, and you have mud flaps on it, so I'm assuming that it is your car. But anyway. Okay.
All
right.
Now,
and I want that known.
I will just continue to tell you, I'm right about everything all the time. I am brilliant.
Timothy.
The inches continue to add to the third leg, right? I mean, that third leg was amazing. Let me just.
Your third leg was just phenomenal.
Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong. Come on, dude. As I stall to get this tweet. Now, you guys know that. What have I said about Cody Campbell versus the SEC? I have told you on this show that that's tampering. I have told you on this show that Greg Sankey, I think.
Darth Sankey.
I think that Darth Sankey, and agreeably so, agrees with almost nothing that Oil Boy has to say. Cody Campbell, I think, is the antithesis of what the SEC is trying to do. We've talked about this on the show. Before Paris, even, like October, November, we were talking about this. In an extraordinary move from the SEC and the Big Ten, the two conferences are distributing to congressional lawmakers this week a white paper taking aim at those arguing for consolidation of media rights, specifically targeting Cody Campbell's Saving College Sports movement.
She took offense.
I don't know how. I do know how I do it, because there's a bunch of Vicodin and Viagra involved, and and then I don't know how I do it. And I will continue to tell you this. Cody Campbell is not the guy that's saving college football. And I know that people in Lubbock are going to hate me for this, and you usually do. But I am telling you now what I have told you for months and months and months. Cody Campbell's spending a lot of money, and none of that money is being spent on saving college football.
Tampering 301?
It's not.
Hey, Brendan Sorsby, your thoughts?
Perfect example of this. And we're going to talk about that in a second. Cody Campbell has a lot of money, and he is spending it to make Texas Tech athletics, not just football. See softball pitcher girl. He is spending a lot of money to win a lot of games. And they are. That's not saving college football or
Tampering
college sport.
201.
It's not. And you're now looking at the SEC, and I think it's more the SEC than the Big Ten. But you are now looking at these guys coalescing around the idea that uncapped, unlimited NIL spending is terrible for college athletics, and it is. And it is, and I'll continue to say this, and I'm going to say this until the cows come home and we have a super league or a new entity, call it what you want. I am telling you now, guys like Cody Campbell are not helping, they are hurting. And I'll continue to say this saving college football nonsense that Cody Campbell keeps putting out is anything but. Cody Campbell wants no guardrails. Cody Campbell wants to spend as much money as possible.
Facts.
And this idea of consolidating, what did I tell you about consolidating TV deals? That's good for about this many teams in college football.
Yeah. Quick sidebar on the word
across the board.
Yeah. Quick sidebar on the word consolidating. Anytime you go from an open market that's competitive to people advocating for consolidating the opportunity to do a TV deal or consolidating power in the government or consolidating how insurance carriers determine fees for their people, nothing good happens in the end. Everything's more expensive because less people control the money, right? The smaller the pool of people competing to control the money, the worse it is for the end consumer, which is us. And I just will keep saying it. You can hate the SEC, you can hate ESPN, you can love Cody Campbell and slurp him up. He's a schemer, dude. He is a schemer with a lot of money who thinks because he had one decent season at Texas Tech, not a great season, decent season at Texas Tech in the bigger picture, that now all of a sudden he's a savior of college football. And that's just not how it works, dude. And at some point, with all due respect to Lubbock and what they've done there, you can go into Lubbock and you can spend a bunch of money and make a big difference. But you want to step up to the table and sit at the same table as Greg Sankey and Tony Petitti and all the big boys in college football, you're playing in a different pond, dude. And at some point, running your mouth and running ads and talking about how there's all these issues, you're forcing their hand. So now they're dropping the hammer on you. And I think that you're only going to go so far with this. The power lies with Greg Sankey and by extension, Tony Petitti.
But what are you trying to accomplish? What did I tell you last time we talked about this? I think it was around Thanksgiving. What are we trying to accomplish, Cody? What is the SBA redoing the SBA, the Sports Broadcasting Act, which basically, for those of you who don't know, it allows, I don't know, somebody like the National Football League to sell their TV rights collectively. So explain to me, how does undoing that help people? Here's another question. What are you asking for people to do? Oh, that's right. You haven't detailed that. What are you hoping to accomplish? Oh, that's right. You haven't detailed that. You haven't said any of it. You haven't told anybody anything. You're just out here throwing your millions and millions of dollars around, running commercials on TV talking about how, oh, it's broken, we got to fix it. But there's no there. There's no substance there. And all we're doing is grandstanding for an outcome that nobody knows what you guys are actually really trying to do. Can anybody tell me? You tell me, what is Cody Campbell trying to fix with his millions and millions of dollars? What are you trying to fix? You're saving college sports. Okay, what are we saving? Tell me what that is. It is this mythical existential crisis. What are you trying to fix, Cody? Oh, we don't want to get into details because that's when we get in trouble. That's when we lose our credibility.
I don't know. I don't know if I don't quite know how to answer that, to be honest.
So when Cody Campbell says, and I'm reading the text of his commercial, dramatic changes are causing nearly every athletic department in America to operate in the red. Okay, so how are we going to fix that? How does unwinding the ability to collectively sell television rights fix that? Make me understand, because you don't have a plan. He has a concept of a plan.
Oh, boy.
How has that ever worked out?
Oh, boy.
Because honest to God. Okay, so we're going to save college sports. Who's the backbone of this? Who is Cody Campbell's, one of Cody Campbell's closest relationships in Congress? Cancun Ted. And Cancun Ted is tied inevitably at the hip with Donnie. And we never have plans to fix anything. We just talk about fixing it, but we never fix anything because we don't have plans.
You were a schemer. You didn't have plans.
Cody Campbell doesn't have. And if he does, he hasn't made them public. So then why run the TV commercials if you're not going to detail a plan? Because you don't have a plan. You have a theory. I feel like all this is you standing up on a box in the town square with a megaphone screaming about how much money you have. Because I have no idea what you're trying to do.
Me either. No idea. It doesn't make sense. It's not well thought out. And it very much feels like a dog barking at the wind. That's what it feels like.
This feels like a bunch of old heads who are losing control of their money. And they're going to grandstand and they're going to try and scare people to try and keep control of their money.
Yeah.
This feels like Cody Campbell, who's a booster, who probably doesn't love the idea of NILs and all of the nastiness that comes with that. It feels like these schools want to keep 100% of that money, and guys like Cody Campbell want to go in. Well, I don't know. Is his objective to get Texas Tech Athletics its own TV deal? Who are you, Notre Dame?
I got the YouTube TV.
Who are you, BYU, when they were independent? Is that really what this is? Right? The schools, in my opinion, want to take a shortcut and make all of this easy and make it all go away. There's no easy button for college sports, fixing college sports.
There's not an easy
You
button
need a
in
new
life,
entity.
dude.
You need a new entity. Because like you look at this situation with Brendan Sorsby. Did you guys see what Cincinnati did yesterday? They sued Brendan Sorsby for $1 million in liquidated damages.
Breach of contract.
Well, I mean, Monty, he's just a kid trying to play football, Monty.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't know any better.
Monty.
Ask Damon Williams what he thinks.
Come on, Monty. Well, he also didn't live up to the he also didn't live up to the terms of his contract at Cincinnati, and he didn't pay the $1 million exit clause. What, Uncle Cody can't cough up another barrel of oil to pay for your $1 million? Everybody at Texas Tech was happy to take Brendan Sorsby. But who are you, San Diego State, the pro rata?
Yeah, I know what time it is.
Oh, but Cody, college sports needs fixing. Brendan didn't pay his $1 million. College sports needs fixing. That's what this is. That's what this is.
So get your facts straight.
There's no plan. There's no detail.
You're
And now
not
the
some
SEC.
savior.
No, Cody Campbell. And again, I know Texas Tech bro got all up in my ass over saying Cody Campbell's not running around with a mask and a cape, and he's got more money than you. That's all this is. This is Cody Campbell flexing his wallet.
You wouldn't know who Cody Campbell was if he had never spent any money on Texas Tech athletics. Simple as that.
I'm just trying to figure out, what is Cody Campbell trying to do? Because Cody Campbell's the guy that'll stand up with a Bible in his one hand and an American flag in the other hand and talk about America and this is America.
More
and
red, white, and blue than that.
Freedom, freedom, freedom. Then why are you trying to restrict people's ability to make money? Young people, athletes. What? I mean, I can only think that you're trying to reform a system here. Well, Monty's paying a softball pitcher $1 million. What do you mean? That doesn't mean that Cody Campbell's in favor of everybody making more money. Because what do I always tell you about rich dudes? Do rich guys spend money not to make money? Do you think Cody Campbell's in this not to make money? Oh, he just pew, pew, pew. No, he's not. Cody Campbell's in this to make money.
Yep.
Rich guys don't get rich by losing money.
You honestly thought that he was spending all this money just because he could? That there was no motivation to get that money back? That there was no motivation to profit?
And I think the thing that's so remarkable about this is, how many barrels of oil is Cody Campbell allowed to pump? As many as he fucking wants. He can pump as much oil out of the ground as he can pump out of the ground. Well, then why can't Jimmy make as much money as he wants in NIL? Why can't he do any NIL deal he wants? Oh, Monty, can't have the Wild West out here. These kids, they're out of control. Oh, so wait. Cody Campbell, the young guy, is just like the old heads. Unless he's not, but to know he's not, or if he is, he'd need to detail a plan, because I can only go on what he said, which is a whole lot of nothing.
Oh.
It's a whole lot of nothing. So help me understand it. Texas Tech fan who gets all pissed off when I talk about this. Are you telling me that Cody Campbell stands for American freedom?
You're filling in for somebody.
Why are we trying to restrict the kid's ability to make money?
And why do you care if that kid makes money?
Why don't we try to restrict how much money you can make, Cody? Oh, we don't want to do that. That's right. Can't tell me how much oil to pump. Well, then stop trying to tell kids how much money they can make at NIL. And stop trying to tell conferences and universities how much money they can make on their TV deals or how to make those TV deals. Because at some point, and I know this is crazy, the rich old heads of college football are going to pretty quickly figure out the NFL's undefeated. Because when you go after the Sports Broadcasting Act, who are you actually attacking? The National Football League.
It's like an act of Congress.
Because why is the National Football League making billions on their TV deal? Because the idiot Chicago Bears can't go sell their TV rights for their home games to local, Gary Hammond, Indiana, Northwest Indiana TV station guy.
What, WGN's not doing it for you guys?
Funny how that works when the NFL is making billions on their TV deal and you guys can't pull your head out of your ass long enough to figure out how many teams put in the college football playoff. All of a sudden, we start putting commercials on TV attacking the NFL.
Erroneous on both counts.
You're all a bunch of frauds. You're not here to save anything.
Yeah, that should have been the title of today's show. The frauds of college football. That's what this is. It's what it is, dude.
I'm so tired of, I don't like that system when the rules are applied to me. I'm going to sue. Brendan Sorsby owes Cincinnati $1 million, according to Cincinnati. The exiting members of the Mountain West. How's that lawsuit? We're going to roll over them in court, Monty.
We're going to just steamroll them, and we're going to make all this money.
We're going to suck them dry. How'd that work out?
I don't know. I'm not, it's not,
And you know what, Mayor? It's not personal with Cody Campbell. I'm tired of this movement of these rich dudes to try and keep people poor so they can get richer.
Yeah.
Because that's all this feels like to me. It's all it's ever felt
across
like
the
to
board.
me.
It's not unique to college football.
It's not. And that's why it's incestuous with guys like Ted Cruz, with guys like Donnie, with guys like Cody Campbell. They're all doing it together. Right? And again, Darth Sankey's involved in this. But does it not strike a nerve when you begin to understand that, according to Ross, the boss, Dellinger, the SEC is circulating a memo with its Big Ten partners to Congress people, pretty much dismantling Cody Campbell. Save college sports, Monty. Okay, again, if your plan is to save college sports here in America, what's your plan? What are the details here? Well, I don't have a plan
of dog shit.
Boy, I have a concept of a plan.
And with that concept over here to the right-hand portion of the screen, I've got all these barrels of oil, Monty. And I've got a 40-gallon oil hat.
Don't pay attention to my stockpile of oil horses churning away in the West Texas desert, boy. I'm so tired of rich people trying to get rich on the backs of poor people.
Rules for thee, not for me.
Because that's what it feels like.
That's what it is, dude. And I've said it every day on the show this week, and I'll keep saying it. I find myself once again in a sports conversation saying, why am I trying to support athletics right now through viewership when I know what's going on behind the scenes? This isn't the kid's fault. I don't even know Brendan Sorsby. I don't even know what the piece of paper actually says.
Don't know Cody Campbell.
But all I'm going to say is, dude, it wouldn't surprise me if you tried to dip on your obligation for that $1 million to Cincinnati. And it wouldn't surprise me if there was an assurance made to you by Texas Tech that they'd pay that and then they didn't pay it. That wouldn't surprise me at all. And so I just keep sitting here.
You got to end your sentences with boy, Jake.
I just keep sitting here every single day on this here showgrum, boy, saying, dude, like, what do I have to hold on to here? The only thing I have to hold on to in college football is 3 months of the year. I got news for college football, dude. College football, you're not on TV year round. You get 3 months of my time, and that's about it. And now, granted, that 3 months is pretty much undivided attention. I will give you that. But it's not as though this is like life-changing for me, dude. You're not making or breaking me, dude. So I'm not going to sit here and gloss you and say, oh, the Big Ten's got a great schedule, or Cody Campbell's not a money-grubbing oil guy who is just like the rest of them. Who are you, Jerry Jones? Like,
and again, I'm
going
to say, I'm just going to keep saying it, boy. Who in the TV industry is in favor of saving college sports? Do you really think that ESPN, and I know that everybody's like, oh, all you guys do is suck the knob of ESPN.
Length and girth.
Well, ESPN's not the one paying $1 billion for a soft-ass San Jose State home game. Right? If that's Fox, CBS, NBC.
You damn well better beat San Jose by like 50 points, dude.
TV wants nothing to do with saving college sports. Nothing to do with it, because it's bad for business. And I'm sure Marcus may chime in or not. But are you telling me that ESPN or Fox want to save college sports when they have exclusive access to the Big Ten, the SEC? Look at ESPN. Do you think ESPN's worried about saving college sports? Hell no. No, they're worried about saving their own bottom line. They've got the Big 12, the ACC, the SEC.
It doesn't need saving, dude.
Come
you
on.
need saving from your own impulses to spend money. Because again, I'm still going to keep asking the question. This is flowers to you, dude. What is the motivation, bro? What did you? So Cody Campbell, let me get this right. Cody Campbell wakes up one day. He's like, okay, our best oil company ever, Green Initiative, cleanest, whatever the name of his company is oil money. Is doing great, and that's awesome and great job. But then you woke up one day and you were like, yeah, you know what? Like, gosh, I think I need to help the Red Raiders in athletics. So I'm going to just roll up on campus with a check for a bill, and I'm going to have them, just do what I tell them to do. It's now my program. This is my ship. I'm the captain now. That's what he did. And so now it's like, oh, well, I'm this big tough guy on the block because I have money. And it's like, no, you're not that guy, actually, dude. You do have money, but that doesn't mean that you're going to come in here and change the entire landscape of college football, because most people don't agree. And by the way, I might add, you're not the Ohio State. You're not Texas or Bama. You're Texas Tech. Like, remember who you are here, dude. You've been to the CFP one time in the entire CFP era. Like, stop trying to sell me that you're one of the most prolific guys or that you're going to save college sports, dude. That's not happening, bro. That's not happening. I'm not here for it.
No, it's not.
Furthermore, why couldn't you just let it be? Why couldn't you just be a booster who's helping Texas Tech go win some ball games? You had a good season. Everything was fine. You've got momentum. No, we had to go full marketing campaign, full save college football. The world's burning to the ground. Can't have anything nice in college sports anymore because we want to do this crap.
Yeah.
That's my problem, dude. That's my problem.
And I think, I don't know. I don't want to go too far with it. I also think that Cody Campbell's that guy who wants to make Texas Tech nationally relevant. And he's done that by spending money in NIL. But it's what I continue to say. I even say this about the TV networks. That money is not endless. Cody Campbell, we can sit here and try and placate and spin stuff. Cody Campbell's money is not endless. And if you think he's going to continue to dump millions and millions and millions of dollars into 18-year-old kids to play football and softball, and you're out of your mind. Cody Campbell wants to make more money for Texas Tech, so he has to spend less money.
Yeah. Facts.
It's as simple as that. That's why he doesn't detail his plan. Texas Tech to the rescue. I am tired of these teams who do not do what they can do to improve their team. Hey, quit trying to be Ohio State and know your role.
No, but they're not trying to be Ohio State, dude. That's the very problem. That's the essence of my issue. He's not trying to be Ohio State. He's just trying to be the guy that's known for the vanity of making Texas Tech better or perceived to be better.
I would agree with that.
It's not. It's for all the wrong reasons. You know what being Ohio State is, dude? Being Ohio State is having the responsibility of winning the Big Ten every single year.
Correct.
Being Ohio State is having the responsibility of win a national championship or you're at risk of being fired. I got news for you, dude. Texas Tech is in no danger of winning a national championship anytime soon. And Texas Tech isn't even damn near the best team in the Big 12 every year, dude. Come on, man. Come on.
My guy in West Texas, I agree. He wants to play. Cody Campbell doesn't want to continue to lose to Texas and Texas A&M. I think this is exactly
reforming the TV Act or whatever it's called is not the way to do that.
Hey, saving college sports.
Yes, saving college sports is not the way to do that, dude.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. A damp 1885. Doug O'Reilly, I feel the athletes who are in these petty lawsuits over money never win national championships. This has always bothered me. Like this Brendan Sorsby thing. And again, if you're just tuning in, you didn't hear. Cincinnati filed suit yesterday against Brendan Sorsby because he had a $1 million exit clause in his deal at Cincinnati. And he doesn't want to pay it. And he hasn't paid it yet. Is he still the starting quarterback at Cincinnati? He's not. He's not. And it's very difficult when you look at this situation. And this lawsuit, which they filed in Ohio, seeks $1 million in liquidated damages, which a school says Sorsby was contractually obligated to pay within 30 days of transferring. Cincinnati attorneys said Sorsby it was advised by representatives that Sorsby refuses to pay the university anything. Sorsby's representatives advised them. Sorsby reportedly signed an NIL agreement with the Red Raiders that will pay him between $4 and $6 million this season. Cincinnati Athletics intends to enforce the contractual commitment. As stewards of the university resources, the athletic department has a duty to do so. We thank Brendan for his time at Cincinnati and wish him success in the future. But pay that man his money.
Come on, dude.
So let me get this right. You want to leave, but you don't want to live up to the terms of your contract. Adulting is hard. It's ridiculous, in my opinion. It's absolutely ridiculous. Ridiculous. Colleges will never put their egos to the side and make one big league where everyone is getting the same money to run athletics with a cap. Conference commission will lose jobs. P2 does not want to be on the same financial level. The NFL model is the only model where it benefits all teams and the only one that has a good working playoff system. I agree with that.
Big pot.
I agree with that. Jake and Monty auditioning for a new Smokey and the Bandit movie, apparently. Jake is Monty's little tick turd.
Okay. I mean, what am I even supposed to say to that, dude? Like,
you know, there's no smiles and glory holes here. No, there's not.
There's not, dude.
Y'all want to play.
No, there's not.
There's not at all.
Smiles
Boy.
and glory holes.
So, how about them Cubs?
Don't even get me started, dude.
Alex Bregman
feeding off mass disappointment.
Alex Bregman looking like absolute ass in live batting practice is not what I'm here for.
Oh, Alex Bregman, World Series contender. We're the best ever. Best 82 loss season ever, Monty. We're incredible. Okay, dude. Thanks. Glad you overpaid for the wannabe all-star this year. Thanks, man.
You feel better now?
Present.
Yeah, I do.
Damn.
Guy's got bust written all over him for the Cubs, and it's so annoying.
He doesn't, actually. I am tired of these teams who do not want... Yeah, I read that one already. My bad. Leave Cody alone. It's not his fault that he's so much smarter than everybody else.
Come on, dude.
That may be a scarf of sarcasm around his neck. you know, I don't think Cody Campbell's a bad guy. I think Cody Campbell thought he could spend a bunch of money and gain influence, and he didn't do that.
He's just like the rest of them. He's a schemer.
Schemers. He's just doing all of this out of the kindness of his heart. Absolutely.
Or that's what he'd like you to believe.
You know. Hey, Jake, it's not good for him to install the men's cowboy hat.
Okay, again, what?
Okay.
Like what?
Okay. Yes, Teddy KGB voice will always be appreciated. Pay that man his money.
Check. All night long. Check.
So good. I can go on busting you up all night long, Teddy. All I want is Oreos. Just a rumination. But if I'm a G6, put a buyout clause in every kid's contract and help finance your program when they move to a P4. It probably should. Is there a movie that wasn't as successful at the box office that is as quoted as Rounders with Pay That Man His Money?
It's the accent. That's the thing. That's
maybe
what makes
Shawshank Redemption with Get Busy Living or Get Busy Dying.
My Shawshank is just the word obtuse. That for me is the best.
What about Dark Knight?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
What does he say? You either are a hero or you live long enough to become a villain.
Yes. You either die a hero or live long enough to become a villain. Correct.
Schemers trying to control their little worlds.
You know. How?
Because it's all part of the plan.
Anyway, that is a line from Smokey and the Bandit from The Pop to the Sun. Okay. Get him a louder trash can. Shut up, Giggity.
Yeah, right? Like, dude, I mean, seriously. Like, send dude down the tunnel. Send his ass down the tunnel. Have him bang the hell out of that trash can, and maybe then the Cubs can be better.
The Astros are catching strays like 10 years later.
The
God, I
victory
hate
has
Altuve.
already been won.
Is Altuve 5 foot tall yet? Best line from Shawshank was what say they're fuzzy britches. Yeah. Warden. I like Brandon's idea. The buyout clause could actually pay for all their athletic budgets.
Hey, update. I didn't take a picture of that IPF for you, okay? It ain't happening.
Come on, dude.
Why are you being a red ass?
Because I want to talk about something that doesn't involve money going from one person to another person and screwing us as the viewer. That's what I want to talk about, dude. That's all we ever talk about, dude.
That's probably not going to happen.
Like honestly, should we just label every show how the TV viewer is getting screwed in college football? Like, honestly,
the new commissioner of college football, Teddy KGB, everybody.
Pay that man his money.
Pay Brendan Sorsby his money.
I got the YouTube TV.
Brendan, pay Cincinnati their money.
Like, who are you, Ole Miss, getting Buddy the linebacker from Clemson? Like, come on.
Buddy the linebacker from Clemson.
Oh, Luke Farrelly is the best linebacker we've ever had, Monty. How could they poach him?
Yeah, I think it is very interesting that we continue to have these issues with guys like Cody Campbell. Because I think Cody Campbell very clearly loves Texas Tech football, the way that James loves Baylor and TCU and Preston Stone's cock. I mean, I think they're on the
and TCU basketball.
They're on the same level, right? And TCU
and
basketball.
Baylor, and SMU, and the Chiefs and the Cowboys. Even if the Chiefs are in Overland Park,
Do you think Cody Campbell really wants all the money for an all-new state-of-the-art practice facility for the chess club at Texas Tech? Well, listen here, boy. I can't only pump enough money to pay for them new chess pieces that the boys in the chess club need. I mean, there's only so much oil on the ground here. I watch Landman. I know how West Texas oil works. All money, boy. Jake coming in with the vest again, bringing violence. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm turning into a curmudgeon. Maybe I'm following your footsteps, dude. I'm just tired of it.
Why
dude.
am I catching space for you being a red ass?
Tired.
I'm just following in your assholic type steps, boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, I'm just following your ways. Like I'm just at a place where I'm like, dude, is there nothing good to talk about in the off season? Like, is there nothing that we can talk about that's like, all right, hey man, like, this is cool or that's cool, or like there's nothing, there's no goodness. It's all these money grubbing oil people who don't want to pay this man his money. And I'm just so tired of it. Like, why can't we just do the right thing? Oh, that's right, because the right thing's more expensive, and you guys are all cheap Fs who don't want to pay their bills. That's why.
Yeah, I would agree that he doesn't. Anyway, Rock and Rant. Thoughts and prayers for Josh Pate losing 8,000 subscribers.
Bro, he lost 8,000 subs.
That's not true. Is that true?
You got to verify that, dude. Is that true?
I don't know how to fucking verify. How do you verify?
No,
he lost.
I'm talking about Rock and Rant.
Subs?
Yeah, Rock and Rant needs to.
No, he did not. Good Lord.
That's so many, dude.
That is incredible. Yeah, well, and we're talking about Josh Pate not interviewing the president about college football and then blaming bots. Good Lord.
Wait, check. He said check your DM. What platform? He sent you a screenshot of before and after the Donnie interview, apparently.
Where do I talk to Rocket? Are you on Twitter, probably. Oh, God. Then I have to go on my Twitter.
Oh, God.
DMs.
Cesspool. Pay that man his DM.
Pay that man his money. Oh, Rock and Rant actually sent me a thing. Did you get duped, Jake? You jerk.
What do you mean?
Apparently, Malachi Tony's NIL deal we talked about the other day is a lie.
Says who?
Says Rock and Rant.
Okay.
Oh, here it is right here. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, he did. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. He was at, oh, wow.
What's the before and after?
It doesn't tell you the before and after. He's lost. Well, I should go. Dude, that's brutal. Okay. Well, listen, we all make, and this is why I say you can, freedom ain't free, boy. You can say what you want, but there are consequences for your words.
Come on, dude.
There are consequences for your words. I can't hate on Jake's vest. I'm a crazy hoodie guy. Dude, I almost got divorced yesterday. I forgot to tell you guys this.
Just casually rolling out, I almost got divorced yesterday. Like, what?
My wife's unaware of this. I almost got divorced yesterday. Dude, I was so close. So close.
Okay, is it Lulu Pants or Canada Goose? Which one?
North Face.
North Face. Let's see, there you go. See? There you go.
North Face restocked the Nupsy vest in my size, and I almost bought it. And I was like, no. I like sex. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just so you can go to Pound Town.
A month without sex or buy a new North Face vest. Well, but
seems like a great opportunity to slip and splash.
I could get my 21 times a month, just wear the vest naked, and it'll feel like the vest and I are. But then
Kitty cat juices is not all over the place.
I didn't wind up doing it.
That downstairs kitty cat is not yours to have, okay?
I honestly think my wife would instantly just pack her. She wouldn't even take her stuff. My wife would just take my car keys and leave and never come back. If she comes home and there's another puffer vest in my closet, I'm a dead man.
Cold-blooded, clean, methodical, and thorough.
It's as simple as that. Now Pate just has to do something to piss off Taylor Swift's army. There you go. The Wicked Turtle. Marty is always one day away from divorce. Well, I noticed I haven't bought any golf shoes lately. Haven't bought golf balls. I did. What did you do?
I got you shoes for your birthday.
Oh, you did. And my wife almost lost herself over that too. Because I had actually showed her the shoes that Jake got me for my birthday. And she's like, don't do it. There's hot guys at work. You'll be gone. She
Well
didn't say
said.
that. The point is, I don't have anywhere to put new shoes, so there's really no motivation to buy new shoes. But dude, you want to hand me a North Face Nupsy vest? Oh, they're so good. Guys, hey.
Hey, guys. I almost got divorced from Mrs. Monty. I decided against it. I need the 21 times a month. Oh, yeah.
Pay that man his 21 times a month.
If I got naked and put on the new North Face vest I didn't buy, and then Mrs. Monty and I repopulated the earth, she would not. She still would leave me afterward because of the buying a new vest. I have 2 golf vests. I need another vest like I need a hole in the head. There's just no reason.
Intramurals, brother.
There's no reason for it. Now, buying golf balls makes fine logical sense to me because, well, I lose them constantly, which is fine. That's because Monty is a smart man. Good move not making that purchase. Yeah. Monty just needs to store his hoarder shoes and vests in his Beamer.
No, Monty's not that guy.
No. Brit lovers about sneaking puffy coats and shoes all over Marty's apartment. Yeah. Do you guys, you know what I figured out about my apartment the other weekend? There's a safe in my closet. Just rando. I was like, remember I told you guys I gave a bunch of clothes away to Goodwill? It's just a safe on the wall in my closet. I have no idea how it works. Yeah. But why would somebody build a condominium with a safe in the closet?
It's just an added feature. A lot of people do that.
Who needs another vest, ... Jake needs another vest. The funny thing is, and now I'm way off the rails here, but I've kind of found a groove with Amazon clothing.
Mm-hmm.
I found a brand of golf pants that I actually really like. So now I have to stop being the remarkable shrinking guy. Because now the fact that I'm wearing a 38 pant is wild.
Yeah.
Wild. I cannot imagine a day where I'm in a size 34 pant.
It'll happen.
That would be
It'll
incredible. Happen. If I had a nickel for every time I've started a sentence with, I almost got divorced yesterday. Well, I've been married. You guys understand? Oh my God. I've been married 25 years this year. What am I doing with my life?
Working a lot.
Gone just like that. Because I bought a puffer vest. She dumped me. Hey, I have a red Buffalo Bills hoodie and I have 2 more on the way. Okay.
Yeah, but none of them are going to be the one that Monty got you.
Or get you divorced because you're not married. Buy away. So how long is this, quote, temporary job in Seattle going to be? I have no idea. It's not really a temporary job. My wife is, I married way over my head. My wife got a job that required her to be in Seattle for however long we're in Seattle. Too long. Because I need warm sun. Seriously. It is so nice that the sun is out. Like we went up to our sky deck yesterday. Now it was freezing cold because it was windy, but we actually have sunsets now.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can, Monty, Pukalani Country Club playing really nice right now. Oh, it's so good. That is probably my wife's favorite course on the planet. We're going to Maui for 6 days in May. Do we play golf? Do we bring golf clubs? It's not really enough time to play multiple rounds of golf. But if it was, I would probably play Kaanapali and I would probably play Pukalani. Because I enjoy those. And now that I actually can hit my driver occasionally sometimes, but not really ever, golf is fun again. Marty, were we ever really on the rails? Not really. I think we flew off back when Tanner was still here. I do believe that's the case. You guys ready for the Underwear Olympics? Yes. Yeah, bro. I love the combine.
Yeah, you mean the cognizant? Yeah, dude, I'm ready for it. Absolutely. 100%. 100%, dude. It's going to be a good day.
You don't like the combine, Jake? Do you guys like in the comment section? Do you guys watch the combine? I'm a nerd about it.
It's not a must watch for me. I watch it sometimes. It's, it's the clips every year about guys running, 4.29 40s and things like that.
But whose buddy that's going to have his arrow just like swinging back and forth this year? Like who's going to have
Your third leg was just phenomenal.
Because there's always one dude that's like,
one dude.
Hey, check me out. I'm going to run the 40. Eyes up here, please.
Yeah, who's the guy that's going to get hit in the face with a football because he can't catch the ball during that one drill that you all know and love?
I'm excited about the combine. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the fact that guys like Bain are not working out, and he's like, bro, do we have the Bain video?
Yes.
Have you guys? There's just something about Ruben Bain that's different.
I'm getting drafted in general. No matter where I go, I don't really care for the number. I just know that whatever team end up picking me, going to get the best out of me, going to get the best player in the draft, in my opinion. I'm going to come in with the mindset to work every day, prove myself in the locker room, and just be the person that I am.
Now, do you know why people are talking about this video? They're saying that Ruben Bain didn't get his hair done before the combine.
And get lined up.
It's a mistake. It's a mistake?
I'm getting drafted in general. No matter where I go, I don't really care for the number. I just know that whatever team end up picking me, going to get the best out of me, going to get the best player in the draft, in my opinion. I'm going to come in with the mindset to work every day, prove myself in the locker room, and just be the person that I am.
Why do you care about his hair? The guy is an absolute animal.
Okay, so there's two schools of thoughts on this, and I am definitely on one side of the fence. The first school of thought is it's the draft, respect the process, look good, feel good. You have an obligation. People are putting time into you. Get your fade done, all that.
Right.
The second school of thought for a guy like Ruben Bain is, why do I care? I'm going to get drafted either way. I'm one of the best players in this draft. There's no question about it. I'm a top 10 guy, and it's happening. So what's the big deal? And I'm very much on that side of the fence. If you're a top 10 guy, no doubt about it, one of the best players in the draft, doesn't matter, dude. Do whatever the hell you want. It's not a big deal. Just don't mess up the interviews, just have good conversations.
Yeah. Stadium guy James, who's a TCU fan. Combine is not a must watch for me. I do like it when a clip makes it into the top 10 on Sports Center. Well, I mean, as a TCU fan, you don't have anybody that goes to the combine, so I get that. It's the TCU stray.
Again.
Okay. It's like having the radio in the background. It's there, but I'm not focused, but I will have it on the whole time. I just love it. You mean the Cognizant Golf Classic? It's the tees off to 80 and sunny in Cave Creek today. Why? If I come to Arizona, will you play a round of golf with us? If Jake and I make the pilgrimage, Scoop, will you play golf with us in Arizona? I missed the ball going 35 yards farther than you knew possible in Arizona because the ball just...
Yeah, because the ground is rock hard from it being a desert.
You got to start playing. You got to pick up the golf clubs again, Scoop. You got to do it. Who will screw up the interviews the most to be this year's Shedeur Sanders is actually more fascinating. I like that a lot. To be this year's Shedeur Sanders. God damn. Well, it ain't Ruben because I think yes, I think I would agree. Bagent and Edmonds are going to get traded. I don't think they're going to release Edmonds. I think they'll trade. He's got value. I think Bagent's got value. I don't think he's a starting quarterback in the NFL, but that's just me.
Yeah.
We know Darren. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Who's Darren
Don't
Peterson?
Want to Peterson.
Yeah. I don't know who Darren Peterson is. Darren Peterson sounds vaguely familiar to Dan Lanning, but I don't know those guys. I know Don't Want to Peterson and down landing. So, I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
Bro, the Twitter DMs are wild because I had to go find Rock and Rant's DM.
Oh, so Scoop says he would supervise but not play.
Oh.
Man, you must have been one unhappy golfer, dude. Like,
Jim on the Twitter DM machine.
Hey, Jim.
And this is from December 17th. I went all the way to the last unread one. It's December 17th. You guys are ridiculous. I hate you and I hate your show. Your over the top love of how Notre Dame has handled this is ridiculous. They don't belong in. They never belonged in. Tell them to join the Big Ten, then they'll get in. Until then, shut your face, Marty. Just go ahead.
Man, I'm glad that we're really consistent in the Twitter DMs, man. Wow.
Let me go ahead and delete that one. Let's just pick one from January 26th. Oh, that's very nice of you. Asking me for Zepbound advice.
Okay, what's it say?
I closed it. Let me go back to that one. Hey, I see that you're losing a lot of weight. I'm very happy for you. I am 417 pounds. And my doctor says he wants me on, I think you meant Manjaro, which is Zepbound. He wants me on Milanjaro. You mean Manjaro. But I am too scared. I hear it causes cancer. Well, does not cause cancer. Like, where do we get this stuff from?
TikTok.
Bro, it does not. It's GLP-1s are the most studied drug in the current phase. Yeah, Morty, shut your face about Notre Dame. Yeah, I should.
Yeah, greatest 10-game run ever, Monty.
Wicked Turtle, absolutely not. Rangers all the way. I hate how the new stadium looks, but inside ballpark is great. What did you say? Is TCU James an Astros fan? Probably. Nothing compares to the guy smoking a bong in a gas mask video leaking on draft day. Oh, offensive lineman, buddy, whose name just went right out of my head.
Offensive lineman, buddy.
For the Dolphins, the Texans, Laramie Tunsil. Yes. Rock and Rant, hard to go to Maui and not play at Kapalua. The plantation course, even if it's just for the view, no matter how bad you shoot because you're distracted, dude, it's amazing.
That's the thing with golf, dude. It's you have to have a reasonable relationship with it. Like, you can't, if you're golfing in Hawaii, I don't want to hear that you're playing bad or that you're having a bad time, or that's just not it, dude. And I understand it's frustrating to play bad, but like, eventually you just got to be like, have a beer, have a drink, whatever, enjoy your time. It just doesn't need to be a big deal.
Yeah. Kapalua course, still not worth $500. Very dry, burned out, still the water rights lawsuit. Yeah, it's rough. It's improving, but it's not great. I really enjoyed Kapalua. I enjoyed, half the course, there was construction. I enjoyed it. I liked Kaanapali more. I like ocean golf. I really like ocean golf. I want to go to Florida. I want to take a trip to Florida and play golf. The courses that I see on YouTube golf, look, Panther National, which Justin Thomas owns, looks amazing. It looks amazing. I don't know. I don't know that we'll play golf this time around. And that's tough for me because I love playing golf in Hawaii. And now I actually, and I shouldn't say it out loud, but I actually feel like I am better at golf and better mentally equipped to handle not being good at golf.
Mm-hmm.
But, haven't been there in a minute, Joey. It's been several years, so wasn't aware. Yeah. James is an everything fan. He is an everything fan. Yeah, Laramie Tunsil. Never had a bad round in Hawaii going back to Turtle Bay in July. Jake will not do it. I've asked him like 100 times. I've asked him to go back to Turtle Bay. He says no every time.
Like, not all of us have unlimited money to take a trip a month, bro. Like,
neither do I.
Well, but you do. You got a trip in March, April, May. You're going to Hawaii again in October. Like, you guys have resources.
I am going to Hawaii in May to celebrate my anniversary.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for a weekend in March to play golf in LA. I'm going for a weekend in April to play golf in Las Vegas.
Which I'm going to.
And we are going to Maui, our yearly excursion to Maui. Because we own timeshare there, so we don't have to pay for accommodations in a lump sum like that. And then we go back to Hawaii in November for Thanksgiving. And on Kona, which I will bring my golf clubs on that trip, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
100%. I want to play at Waikoloa. So, does Jake being the golf fest bring the golf fest to Hawaii when he's playing there?
No.
Big Daddy Magic. I have a face-to-face meeting with the mayor coming up in March. I'm going to ask her to the Utah BYU football game. Okay.
Knock yourself out, brother.
Okay. Ocean Club on Kiawa Island is incredible. Let's go play golf. Chuck Cooper. Hello, Chuck. Definitely would choose Arizona golf over Florida golf any day. I am not a True North guy at all. It was so narrow. I actually almost holed out I hit a flag step at True North that was epic. Pitching wedge, middle of the fairway, bang. But every time I hit a flag stick, the ball goes to like Istanbul. You know, I don't get the Jake bounce.
Nope.
You know, but it's fine. No, I don't like everything. Yeah, you do. I agree with Monty that Penn State should not have a football team, that Michigan can't win without cheating, and I definitely don't like Iowa State or Cincinnati. Okay. Ocean golf is great, but also love on the valley, the side of the mountain golf like Angeles National. Dude, Park City Golf. Amazing. If you can drive the ball accurately, Canyons Golf in Park City is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wasatch Mountain Golf is amazing. You know.
Yep.
It's all about the flavor. There's nothing like going to Park City Mountain Golf. The golf club at Park PCMR, Park City Municipal. There's a hole on the back that's a par 4 where it's just a massive downhill drive. And you just see the ball flight. It's a mini driver shot, and you just see the ball flight. It's nothing like it. There's nothing like it. The best golf is here in Michigan. You need to get out more. You need to get out more. You know, wait, we have a meeting scheduled? We do?
What are you talking about? What does that mean?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. True North Monument Course has high slope rating. All the greens in Arizona are so fast.
Yeah.
So fast. All right, couple other things I want to get to. Where do you guys come down on enforcing this tampering stuff? Because again, you guys know I don't like to talk about being right, even though I always am. What did we tell you about tampering? What, last week on the show, Jake, I think?
Mm-hmm.
What did we tell you about tampering and the punishments that they were going to suggest? And then here's Ross Dellinger again, tweeting Monty Show headlines. The head coach would be prohibited from all football and administrative duties through the 6th contest of the season. He would be suspended for, what did I say, half a season. The school would be fined 20% of its football budget. That's massive. The school would be required to reduce the number of roster spots by 5 for the next season, regardless of the head coach's employment status at the school.
Tampering 101.
And I'm here for it.
Tampering 201.
I am here for it. Do you, Jake, think these punishments are too heavy?
No, I don't think they're too heavy. I think they're just. I think that, you know, the system needs discipline of some kind. And I think that, again, it is a risk reward quotient. It is how bad do we want the player and what are we willing to do to get them and how much risk and penalties are we willing to incur? And that's all this is. And I think that, I probably would have gone heavier on reduced roster spots. I probably would have made that 10, not 5 or whatever it is. I think that cutting down roster spots on a football roster, it makes a big deal, especially for the teams that are trying to compete for a national championship.
100%.
So to me, I probably would have gone a little heavier there. The 6 games thing, I feel like is fine. I think that's more than enough. And then the athletic budget portion, that one to me, I feel like is a sliding scale based on who we're talking about punishing. 20% of Ohio State's budget is all of San Jose State's budget. So, I think that's kind of the thing. So I like them generally. I would have liked to have seen more roster spots though.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, well, and this right here, this is absolutely correct. You've got this new entity that I keep telling you about that they are passionately working on. That has to happen for these tampering rules to be enforced because all we're going to get is more lawsuits.
Right.
I think Brandon's exactly right. Oh, James has a meeting at 9:30. Oh. Hey, have a good day, buddy. Have a good day. Sup, dude? Sup, dude? Matthew Gronzik. Hello. Good to see you. Postseason ban has to be part of it. Has to be part of it, Scoop. I agree with that 100%. If Ole Miss got caught the way they have been caught now, can't be in the postseason the next year.
Tampering 301
can't be in the postseason the next season. You're eliminated from the college football playoff for that year.
It's really just that simple.
Yeah. I'm always correct sometimes. But do we trust the NCAA to enforce these regulations? Do we believe that the NCAA as an organization? I think they're toothless. Yeah, I think that when we look at this stuff and you listen, I'll go back to what Urban said. And I don't know if we still have the bite, but yeah, we do. Listen to Urban Meyer.
Here's the homework I've done on this is that everyone needs to sign off that they will not litigate. That, it's union or it's this is part of the Congress and Senate passing something, say this is the way it is. And that way every time the NCAA, to give them credit, every time they've set a penalty, they've tried to enforce something, they go to court and they lose. So there is some empathy to understand they don't have subpoena power. They're a powerless organization right now.
Ooh.
It's true.
Pervin Liar nailed it.
Yeah, I mean, it couldn't be more true. And that's why I say, like, it's great to have these rules, but now it's like, all right, how many times are you going to be sued? I just think it's just such a cesspool of trying to game the system. That's all college football is now, and it's really disappointing.
I hate people that think they're never wrong. It looks bad for someone like me who is never wrong. Yeah, totally agree.
Right.
Thank you for the departure information, James. What's your flight info? Yeah, did you say you booked a flight to Vegas?
Yeah,
Jake?
For the Vegas trip.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Hey, I'm here for it. We'll get 2 rounds, 2 really good rounds of golf, two really good rounds in the end of the month in March. That's like 38 days away. Mm-hmm. Super stoked about that trip. Are you going to come up here one more time before we go there?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe. Yeah, potentially. See what the weather is. I don't want to play soaking wet golf again. I can tell you that right now. I'd rather just practice, but
9 holes, buddy. That's the route. I'm so excited, like looking at the weather. I'm actually really excited about it because there's a long stretch here where there's no rain in the PN Dub for, I want to say if I could get the pop-up off my weather app, I could tell you. There is no rain from today through a week from now. There's no rain. And then it rains for like 2 straight weeks. And it's so the next 10 days, There might be a day off coming. There might be, or a half day coming where I might have to just, go get it in. How far away you two from each other? It's 5 hours. Jake lives in Eugene, Oregon. I live in Seattle. So he doesn't live close to me.
Yeah.
So he has to check with the warden to see if he can visit.
Yeah. And if he's obtuse about it, he's going to be in solitary for another week.
Who, me?
No.
He's talking about you.
Oh, I thought that was a Shawshank reference.
No. He's talking about you, boy. Administrators need to be held with the same standard as players in BYU wide receiver QB. Well, yeah. Did you guys see Parker Kingston, the former BYU football player, made a court appearance yesterday? You want to talk about somebody that looks like he's wearing it? Like,
don't feel bad for it, dude.
Neither do I. As men, we do so many stupid things. And I just cannot tell you, like, you're Bill Gates. How do you screw it up?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. That conversation is endless. I don't know, man. I think it's
this part that our narco guy I talked about the other day.
Yeah, I wish that I suffered from the success that they have, dude. It's terrible.
Yeah, and maybe we would be different people if we had billions, because they say millions and billions changes people. I can't imagine getting a sexually transmitted disease that I had to try and lie to my wife about and having to get her penicillin or an antibiotic.
Without her knowing about it, yeah.
How?
I guess I just don't feel like it's that hard, dude. If you have money, like it doesn't need to be that hard. Like literally, if you're in a place where you can get even a couple $100,000 together, just invest that money. It will grow for you. You don't have to screw other people. You don't have to get involved with other people. Like, I agree that it helps to know people in terms of being successful, but I think there's massive value in just having what you have, getting set up, doing what you want to do, and just trying to create a day that you enjoy in the day to day.
It shouldn't. Yeah, I'm amazed by it. This narco bro, the actual details. So the drug kingpin, the cartel leader they killed in Mexico that led to the riots and the burning of Puerto Vallarta, and it wasn't that the girl he was trying to have sex with narked on him. It's that they were tracking the women he was known to have sex with, and by tracking them, they were able to put them together, and that's how it happened.
It's always like that. Like you look at how Bin Laden got caught, right? You remember they figured out what one of his couriers were, and they were able to track the courier to this random compound somewhere. Like it's always like that. They never find you. They find your web of people, and then they find you. That's the thing.
Bandon Dunes, bro. You too. I would play Bandon Dunes. I need to play more golf. I'm practicing a lot, and right now I need to play more golf. That's what I need. Just take this pill. You'll feel better in the long run. Exactly.
Yeah, seriously.
Most of these people were well aware of Epstein's reputation, so I have no sympathy for them. Dude, if you thought he wasn't recording you and running a blackmail scheme, come on. TJ Beck, it's not 5 hours if you get your pilot's license, Jake from Unk.
Yeah.
You getting your pilot's license there, Jake?
No. Nope.
TJ, what do you fly? Are you like a commercial pilot? Are you a private pilot? Like, what's your story? What do you fly? Pimping ain't easy. Scoop, it's not.
Apparently.
I hope at some point, and I know this is probably way off the reservation. Shocker on this show. I hope at some point we as men evolve to the point where sex doesn't control everything that we do. And really, I hope we get to a point where most men understand if you're watching pornography on a regular basis, bad things are coming.
Mm-hmm.
because it impacts the way your mind works. It impacts the way you view things, and it impacts the way you treat people. Like, I'm telling you, you cannot watch pornography and believe that is not hurting you. You can't smoke weed, you can't vape and think that you're not there. You guys know what you're doing. You can be in denial, but you know what you're doing. You know exactly what you're doing. It's as simple as that. Shannon Sharp, truth. AJ is never in trouble, and who's AJ? AJ DeBanza? What does AJ DeBanza have to do with this? He probably has an all-night Bible study on Wednesdays. Okay. In some circles, TJ Beck is known as a bush pilot pimp, Miami Vice style.
Apparently.
Right. All right. The Monty Show is always presented by the Advocates at theadvocates.com, the best injury attorneys in the business, 24/7, 365 at theadvocates.com. You guys, appreciate every one of you being here. Thank you. Even if you hate golf like Jake does, Jake, would you play Bandon Dunes?
Not yet.
Tough. You
at
gotta
some
walk
point.
it.
Yeah, at some point I would. Gotta have a better game to play that course.
And you got to walk it. Bring a lot of golf balls, right? Okay, yeah, that's it. That's where I'll leave it. Until tomorrow, say goodbye, Jake.
Goodbye, Jake.